Madame on the beat.
I see mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Peking don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today I just we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know, babe.
Chinedu voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg.
I see mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Peking don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today I just we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know, babe.
Chinedu voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try yo.
Back up joints with a trembling. Oh, hey. If we no join now, our children go so.
Which way Biafra? Which way we they go now? Leader them maddest people they fight guy. From BRG to USB, Wahala no the rest. Which way Biafra? Which way we they go now? Leader them maddest people they fight guy. From BRG to USB, Wahala no the rest. Big no, oh. Please, please, oh. No be your Igbo divide us. Now we do amo. Big no, oh. Form soldier, but we still the be for them carry canoe go, we turn enemy. Simon open mouth, them start to judge his speech. Telegram full of war, no love at all. One side say autopilots, one say delete them all. But the blood where we shed, you know they flow backward. USB rise, but ego they break what? We get banner, we get flag, but every corner, now tribal drive. Big on, oh. Which way now, which way, oh. No be your Igbo divide us. Now we do amo. Talk true now. Big on, oh. Biafra get a dream, but I hate it, they slow and go. Unity no no get duplicate, no try fake 'em. You dey from freedom fighter, but you dey hate 'em. USB no be juju, now we go build 'em. Stop to cause, make we raise nation. Which way Biafra? Which way we dey go now? Leader them others people they fight guy from Bridgie to USB. Wahala no dey rest. Big onu, oh. Which way now? Which way oh? No be your body divide us. Now we do I'm on talk true now. Big onu, oh. Big onu. Biafra get the dream, but I hate the day, so I'm go. And we get a leader, them carry. We get a soldier, them jail. We get the youths, them divide. Still we rise, USB worldwide. Which way Biafra? Which way we do go now? Bigger them honest people they fight high. From Bridgie to USB, Wahala no they rest. Big onu, oh. Which way now? Which way oh? No be your body divide us. Now we do our more talk true now. Big onu, oh. Big onu, oh. Biafra get the dream, but I hate the day, slow and go.
This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about one lady girl. Polly they go to work. Polly they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Opposite Udi, but the right hand the side, along with the road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. Driver waiting they happen. Driver tell the body boy, see no day for talk. See nothing for that. It better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. Driver waiting. Driver waiting. This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about one lady girl. Polly they go to work. Polly they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Opposite Udi, but the right hand the side, along with the road. I see people run. I see people run.
Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. Oh, hail our heroes, our precious victors, wounded and
Prayer of David from the book of Psalm, chapter 7. And I will pray in English because a lot of people are listening all over the world. I mean, a lot. Millions are listening all over the world. And I want them to follow our proceedings this very evening. Very, very critical, very, very important that we do so. O Lord, my God, the creator of the heavens and the earth, we take refuge in you. Save and deliver us from all that pursue us. Because if you look away from us, they will tear us apart like a lion and rip us to pieces with no one to rescue us. Because the world is against Biafra for no reason. We are hated, we are despised for no discernible reason. Only thee, O Lord God Almighty in heaven, is our Savior, not man. You must come to our rescue, because you are our Lord and you are our God. If we have done this, if I have done anything, if there is guilt on my hands, if I have repaid anybody, be it friend or an adversary, with evil or without cause, have done wrong to any man or woman, then let the Fulani Janjaweed pursue and overtake me. Let them trample down my life to the ground and make me sleep in the dust. Arise, O Elohim, Adonai El Shaddai, in your anger, rise up against the rage of the Fulani Janjaweed Caliphate and the Zoological Republic. You will rise and you will fight for your children. You will awake, O Heavenly Father, Lord God Almighty, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the owner of the universe, for you must decree justice. Let your children and all men and of goodwill gather around you while you sit on top of your throne in the highest of the heavens, the habitation that only thee can ever occupy. Only you, O Heavenly Father, will judge the people. You will vindicate me O Lord, you will vindicate IPOB. You will vindicate your children of Biafra according to our righteousness, according to our integrity. O Most High, bring an end to the violence of the wicked. Bring an end to Fulani Janjaweed violence in our land. Bring an end to their abductions. Bring an end to their kidnappings. Bring an end to their extrajudicial slaughter of the innocent. Bring an end to their forced conversion of Christians into Islam. Bring to an end their mediocrity. Bring to an end their senseless feudal rule. Bring to an end their evil and their deception. Come and secure the righteous, because only you, O God Almighty in heaven, can see in the dark. Only you know the hearts of men. You are our shield. We have nobody. Between 67 and 1970, the whole world ganged up and fought against your children. We did not steal anything from anybody. We did not go after anybody's possession nor inheritance. We were on our own in the land that you gave to our ancestors. They conspired, they connived, they colluded to kill us. Over 5 million people. We are dead at the end of it. You are our shield. We do not trust in any man or in any state. We trust only in thee, because you are God and you always save the upright at heart. Anybody whose heart is clean, O Heavenly Father, to those you do not abandon to their enemies. That is why you cannot abandon IPOB. That is why Biafra can never be abandoned. Because your words are yea and amen. You are God, you're not human. Facebook may have been bought over by Nigeria, and we pray that Twitter will not succumb to their threats and their violence. You are God, and you are an upright and a just judge. But you are also a God that displays his wrath every blessed day. If Fulani Janjaweed do not relent in what they are doing, if the Fulani Caliphate continues to pursue this scorched earth policy of abductions and murder and mayhem, then you, O Lord God in heaven, you will sharpen your sword, you will bend and string your bow, you will prepare your deadly weapons, you will make ready your flaming arrows. Whoever is pregnant with evil conceives trouble and gives birth to disillusionment. That is what is happening in the zoo called Nigeria. Nigeria is pregnant with evil because it conceived trouble and it has now given birth to disillusionment. All the holes that the Fulani Janjaweed are digging for us into that pit, they are falling into one after the other. The trouble that they have caused will always rebound on them. Their violence will come down on their own heads. O Heavenly Father, for we shall give thee thanks always, all the days of our lives, because only thee is righteous. We shall sing songs of praise unto your holy name, O Most High. For as long as there is a child on this earth of Biafran descent and heritage, O Heavenly Father, we shall worship your name and your name alone, now and forevermore, we pray. He said, that was our prayer this evening. We are now going to proceed without further hesitation to bring to you the gospel which I have been mandated by heaven to preach to the children of men.
Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume, ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Good evening from here. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the program today, a special program this evening on Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM. Also, as you are watching from through the Enter Biafra channel 1 and channel 2 days ago, and we are now in one platform, means that the government in exile controls the Biafra territory. We will call sit at home, they're going to sit at home. We will call for something, it's going to happen. We'll come to have something, is going to happen. That is what I am showing you now, because what you don't know is bigger than you. Oh, God, man, thank you very much. Boza, boza. Very, very soon. Will come out soon. Thank you very much. Because you know, the level of damage in the brain of people, of these people in Nigeria, is so frightening. That, like, let them bring all the military in the whole world. It is either Biafra or everybody perishes there. I'm telling you the fact. Here we go. Government in exile. Hey, look at them, oh, serious people. You are activating government in exile in Finland, in America. Is that not a joke? Is that not coward? Come to Nigeria. Come to Aladema. Let us read Abege, the Shoji. And the subsequent occupation of Poland by Germany and the Union, which brought to an end the Second Polish Republic. The occupation of Germany and the Soviet Union brought to an end the Second Polish Republic. So when the Polish Republic ended, it means that the government is no more a government. What did they do? They ran away. They ran away from Poland, and they went out of Poland, and they formed government in exile. So let us read.
On stolen wealth. You must be dreaming. Let me tell you what Samuel said. Correct pronunciation. As your sword
Welcome. Sorry for the obstruction. We just had some little obstructions. We had some network issues, and we must continue. No matter the disruption, the obstruction, we will continue to do what we have to do. Sorry for that obstruction. So I appreciate everyone that has been able to connect on this very morning program. We will continue to march on regardless the attacks that is coming from all angles, from all corners. We keep on getting these attacks, but no matter how they try to stop us, we will not allow them to stop us. We will continue to do that which we can be able to do until we get to our destination. You're welcome, everyone that have joined. Remember, in this platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack people or individuals. All we do here is to preach the gospel of Biafra, and that gospel is what we will have come to preach. So wherever you are joining us from, I welcome you and I thank you for being part of the program. Those who are watching us on TikTok, those who are watching on Facebook, and those who are with me on the David channel where I'm hosting the program, I appreciate every one of you that have joined. We have come once again to do what we have signed up for. We will continue to do our best regardless the challenges, regardless the obstacles, and we will continue to use the opportunities that we have and use it wisely. So we have come once again today to do as we always do. On today's program, my fellow Biafrans that are watching, we are discussing on a topic which says Biafra versus Finland. Biafra versus Finland. Injustice, betrayal, and Finland's role in stopping freedom. Injustice, betrayal, and Finland's role in stopping freedom. As I have always said, we have the responsibility to project Biafra to the whole world. If you decide to be a stumbling block to us, we are going to face you squarely and we're going to look at your corner. Our aim and objective in this platform is not to insult anybody, not to abuse anybody, not to attack anybody or persons, regions, or locations. But when you make yourself an instrument of oppression, we are going to come after you. That is exactly what Finland has done, and we will not stop talking about it until they change their evil ways. Until they change their evil ways. So we have decided to use this topic this morning to interact with the Biafran people. So wherever you're watching this program from, I urge you to tighten your seatbelt, prepare yourself. If you have a superior argument, the link is there for you to join us and hear your opinion. If you have contrary opinion, the link is there for you. All we are doing is to share our views and allow people to reach to conclusion. Let the people be the judge. All we do here is to give a forum for people to speak out and let the people be the judge. And this platform is not limited to only the Biafran people. It is for everybody that cares about humanity. Everybody that cares about humanity. In as much as my own very self, I am a Biafran, an Igbo Biafran, and I'm defending the cause of Biafra. But we give room for everybody to speak, regardless what your orientation might be, your ideology might be, your belief might be. Even if you're one Nigerianist, you're welcome. Bring that your superior argument and let's talk about it. That is why we're here. So, on this topic that we have chosen today, I welcome every one of us, my fellow Biafrans. My wonderful, brave Biafrans and freedom fighters around the world. Today, we will try as much as possible to expose the naked truth. The naked truth, which is Nigeria has collapsed. Nigeria has collapsed. In as much as Finland decided to turn a blind eye to the reality of today, it does not change anything. It does not matter whether they praise Finland or Finland continue to go to bed with Nigeria. We know what they are chasing. It is for their own selfish interests. It does not change the fact that Nigeria has collapsed. And there are evidence to show that Nigeria has collapsed in several places, which we are going to play some videos today that are going to show you that Nigeria has collapsed, including those who are one Nigerianist. who are in that Nigeria claiming to be activists. I don't blame them. That is why most of us has to be outside, because when you are in Nigeria, it will be almost impossible for you to be able to see clearly or do things you want to do. So many of them in there today that claim to be activists, they know the truth. They know that election is not the solution. They know that shouting and talking cannot solve the problem, but their options are limited. So they go with what they have and they stay alive to fight and see what is going to happen. It doesn't mean that we are not, they know that we are pursuing the right cause. They know that we are pursuing the lasting solution. But they know for them that are in Nigeria is almost impossible. They see it as an impossibility. They know the stress that comes with it. They know the attack that comes with it. They know that even death comes with it. So that is why most of them are shying away. But that does not change the truth. It doesn't change the fact that Nigeria has collapsed. A failed state sustained by only injustice and oppression. That is what you have today. A failed state sustained only by injustice and oppression. It is only through injustice and oppression that Nigeria is still surviving today. Through injustice and oppression, that is how it is surviving today. Look at what they have in that country they call the government. People cannot even have their voice. People cannot even speak up. It is oppression, oppression, oppression. And this oppression is to every region, not just the Biafran people. The oppression caused across board. And it is because those people who are benefiting from the atrocities in Nigeria do not care. That is why these cabals are succeeding, and they will continue to succeed for as long as they are willing and ready to make the oil, the resources of Nigeria to continue to flow to the West. They will continue to be in power. And there's nothing anybody can do about that. The only way to break that stronghold is to break that contraption called Nigeria. If you don't, everything you are doing is a waste of time. So Nigeria is already a collapsed state, completely collapsed, a failed state sustained by injustice and oppression. The injustice in Nigeria is written everywhere. It is not hidden. There is no country of the world today that does not know about the injustice in Nigeria. There is no organization in the world that does not know about the injustice in Nigeria. There is no organization that will pretend not to know. No country will pretend to know. Even though Finland is pretending not to know. Finland has first-hand information of the atrocities of Nigerian government and their involvement in terrorism. They are very much aware. But yet, it doesn't really concern them as long as they are not affected directly. The only thing that will affect them is the justice in Nigeria. When there becomes justice in Nigeria, then it affects them. The same way other Western countries, once there is a sane government and there is justice, it affects them. That is why they will always continue to support injustice and oppression against the people. If not, why would Finland be supporting oppression against the Biafran people? Why would Finland be supporting oppression against their own citizen? Our Prime Minister, Master Simon. Why would they pass that kangaroo judgment against an innocent man, a freedom fighter? Why would they stand against justice and fight against the right of the people? This is a country that claims to be very, very highly rated in human rights. But today, it's a different ballgame. Nigeria has collapsed. A failed state sustained only by injustice and oppression. However you look at it, you can continue to pretend for all I care, but that is the truth. Yet, instead of standing with the oppressed, Finland has chosen to side with injustice against Biafra. Finland as a nation decided to side with injustice against Biafra. This is the same Finland that knows the story of the Biafran people. The same Finland that stood with the Biafra at a point in time during the Civil War. But today, another Pharaoh has come. A Pharaoh that does not know Joseph. All of a sudden, Finland is turning 360 degrees. Today, Finland is in the front line of stopping the freedom of the Biafran people. Finland is in the front line of stopping the freedom of Biafran people. If not, why would they ever dream? Why would they ever dream of pronouncing such sentence on Master Simon Ekpa? Why? Why would they ever dream of that? When you look at the sentence they pronounce, you can understand that it is all a joke. It is all a joke. Where is that coming from? Finland has chosen to side with Injustce against Biafrans. But let Finland hear this. The Biafrans have to tell this to Finland's. No matter the conspiracy, Biafra will never die. It doesn't matter how you conspire with Nigeria. It doesn't matter what you do with Nigeria. It doesn't matter the way you go to bed with Nigeria. Biafra will never die. We will continue to pursue the cause of Biafra. And I bet you our voice will definitely be heard. Every one of us in this broadcast today, we have to send a message to the world. A message that they cannot ignore. Continue to send a message to the world. Message that they cannot ignore. In that your little platform, in that your little corner, wherever you find yourself, continue to send a message to the world. There are messages that cannot be ignored. The situation of Biafrans cannot be ignored. Don't think they are not watching. They are watching and they are listening. Don't think they are not seeing. They are seeing everything we are doing and we are saying. And we will continue to speak. It does not matter the attack they bring to us. It doesn't matter the hatred. It doesn't matter how they try to buy all the social media networks to stop us. We will not be stopped. For as long as I'm alive, I will continue to preach the cause of Biafra. Because it is my right. It is about my life. It is my future and my hope. I don't know about you. Those of you who are out there watching, I don't know about you. Maybe you have other alternatives. Maybe you have other options. But for those of us who doesn't have any other options, it is Biafra or nothing. But like those ones that feel they have option, or maybe they have been in corruption for a long time and now they feel that is the only place they can able to survive. Something like Ohanes Ndibo. We saw Ohanes Ndibo celebrating the fact that Master Simon Ekpa got a sentence from Finland. What a shame. What a shame. Ohanes Ndibo, which we know that this is Ohanes Ndohin and Dama. Mazen they cannot have called them what they are for a very long time. We know whom they are. We know what they stand for. A criminal organization, the worst, the most criminal organization you can find in Nigeria. Ohanes Ndibo. Everything that is evil is associated with them. Everything that is wrong is associated with Ohanes Ndibo. This same Ohanes Ndohin came out to endorse a government that has failed. A government that the whole country is shouting and saying that they are dying. That even a blind man knows that nothing is happening, nothing is changing. But Ohanes Ndibo came forward. Even when it is not its time, we still have many years to go. They have already started endorsing. They have already started endorsing. These are a bunch of clowns, just like Mazen Nani can describe them. Chosen by the caliphate to represent them and not us, the Igbos. You saw that is why anytime when they are doing the election, they will be fighting. In the last election, they were holding the election in two places. Some were in Port Harcourt, some were in Enugu. And you'll be wondering, what are they dragging? What are they after? All they're after is that the government wants to form their own voice, so that whenever they want to push their evil agenda, they will use them to push it. That is what I just transpired. Ohaneze Nduhin and Dama, has endorsed the drug baron in Asorok, even when the time has not come. The worst is that they don't even want their own brother to come up. They even fight against their own. That is one thing that some people don't see. Organization that can stand against its own, they will never support anything that will be for their own good. And yet you think they are representing you. They are not. And they have agents everywhere. They have agents in the media. They have agents, even in this agitation, they have agents. Many of you have seen the video that one of the most idiotic human beings made. One of the members of DOS that they promoted, somebody that the Kano White lawyer promoted and said he is the best media warrior that he has ever known. Every one of you know him, he can go wrong. I can't even play the disgusting video here. I saw that video, it was really, really heartbreaking, but I can't play the disgusting video here. Where Ikongo Ruago was with Ijele and one other clown that I don't know. About three of them were there, castigating our Supreme Mazen Nandekan, celebrating the detention of Master Simon Ekpa. That is how bad it can get. These are people that claim that they are fighting for Biafra. The same Biafra you and I are fighting for. That is what they say they are fighting for. Many of you must have seen the video. You listen and hear what Ikengo Uruagu was vomiting in his mouth. And before now, I have spoken about that guy. This is somebody that Mazen Nandekano sacked. Mazen Nandekano sacked him from the Department of Saboteurs, from IBOB. But when Mazen Nandekano was kidnapped, the Department of Saboteurs went and brought him back. To show you that it was all their plan, they went and brought him back as a propaganda machine to fight against our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa. Somebody that was sacked. And even then, he was still insulting Mazen Nandekano. And today, he's all out, calling for the head of Mazen Nandekano, calling for the decision of Mazen Nandekano. And as he's doing that, you cannot see any member of the DOS attack him. They never speak about it. You cannot see the one in Finland, in Switzerland come out and speak. You can never see him. The other one in Kuwait, you can never hear him come and talk. All those, they are media warrior idiots. You can never see them open their mouth and talk. They pretend as if they are not hearing him. They pretend as if they didn't see their video. A video where this guy insulted everything about Mazen Nandekano. Insulted and made jest of Biafra and said that Biafra is just a scam. This was somebody who was in the front line. Somebody that they promoted. This is why anybody that is still listening to this man called Ejiofor, you are an idiot. Ifeanyi Ejiofor. If you are listening to Ifeanyi Ejiofor, I don't know what to call you. I don't know how to refer to you. Anybody that is still listening to Ifeanyi Ejiofor, I don't know how to refer you to. Because it was Ifeanyi Ejiofor that single-handedly identified this guy that he is the best. The video is still there, the video he made. And praise him. He's the only truthful media warrior that he knows. Today you have seen the result. You have seen the result today. Today he is in the front line. He's in the forefront working with the government of Nigeria to make sure they destroy everything that has to do with Biafra, to make sure they destroy Mazen Nandekano. It is no longer difficult to know those who are with Mazen Nandekano and those who are not with him. All these things are making it more clearer. I said it before, that the case of Mazen Simon Ekpa, the case of Mazen Simon Ekpa have revealed so many things, and it is going to expose more people. The case of Mazen have exposed many illegal people. It has exposed many of them. If you are still in this struggle today and you don't know the right and wrong, I am sorry for you. You don't know what you are doing. You are just following because others are following. If you are in this struggle, at this point in time, you cannot identify the truth. You're waiting for true survivor to tell you what the truth is. Sorry. You are not ready. Go back home and take your rest. If you are in this struggle at this stage, you are still confused. Oh, you don't know who is saying the truth and who is lying. At this point in time, you're waiting for me to come here and begin to call names. Sorry. Sorry. Continue in your idiocy. Continue in your confusion. Maybe when you meet your forefathers, they might tell you that thing they want to hear. The case of Mazi Samanaka have revealed so many things, so many lies, blackmail everywhere. All the pretenders that have been pretending everywhere, pretending that they are followers of Mazi Nandekano, followers of Mazi Samanaka, everywhere. Today they have all been exposed. They have all been exposed. They have all been exposed. Look at where we are. People, what they are after is fighting against their own. Look at what the Fulani terrorists are doing. Nobody is even talking about the Fulani terrorists anymore. Nobody is reporting about the terrorists. Nobody. No single person is mentioning the terrorists in Nigeria now. Everybody now is focused on Mazi Simon Ekpa. They are all celebrating Mazi Simon Ekpa sentence. So now that Mazi Simon Ekpa have been sentenced by Finland, okay, has the insecurity stopped? Has kidnapping in the southeast stopped? Has it stopped? The insecurity, has it stopped? Can you now go to sleep now and close your eyes? The worst is Ohaneze Ndigbo. Ohaneze Ndigbo coming out to congratulate the Nigerian government for kidnapping their own brother. That is the highest of the highest. Even when Shekau was killed, you never see the Northerners come out to celebrate it. Shekau that will know that he took a lot of life, leader of Boko Haram. When Shekau was killed, there was no celebration. Up to today, you still see the Northerners celebrating the terrorists. They are still backing them up. More especially from changing their name, they tell you that they are bandits. They don't even accept that they are terrorists. They tell you that they are bandits. The next thing they tell you that they are misguided brothers. You can never see them talking bad, ill about their own. But in our own, you will be the one to be in the front line to destroy your own brother. You will be in the front line to celebrate. Go and look at those idiots in their video, that Ikenga, and the other one that called himself Ijele. 3 Igbo sons sit down and they are celebrating the downfall of their own brother. And what has that brother do? He wants to set them free. He wants them to have their own nation. He wants them to be reasonable. He wants them to grow in a space where they can aspire for anything they want in life. That is the only crime he has committed. They prefer a failed state, Nigeria. A state that has failed completely. There is nothing to write home about it. Even the activists in Nigeria are tired of it. Today, what they are doing in Nigeria is to make sure they clamp down on everybody, that people cannot talk on social media anymore. The new clamp down now is the one they are now paying. They have started now paying openly. They consult Facebook, they consult Twitter, they consult everybody on social media network to make sure they bring down information that we are. So, and when we complain about this, some of you don't understand the challenges we face online and offline. They will suppress your platform. If they try to take it down, they can't take it down. They will suppress it. They will keep on reporting. They pay money to make sure that your platform is not visible. Today, the case of Sowore is in the open. Let me play the video that Very Dark Man made about that issue, the one that he reported. This is the country that Finland is supporting. Let me play a video coming from the evil entity that Finland is supporting. That's how Finland is suppressing freedom. Suppressing freedom in broad daylight Finland is in the front stage of suppressing freedom and promoting evil. This is where we have found ourselves. And some people think it is all a joke. It is not a joke. Everybody has to be responsible. Everybody has to take responsibility. If you don't, you are going to face the consequence of your action. This is where we have found ourselves. Let me see if I can find that video. If I can't find that video where that man was reporting about what transpired, how the Nigerian government today is planning to squeeze all of them. To squeeze all of them, finally squeeze them, so that nobody can make any comment anymore. Destroy their platforms.
On this post I'm going to make, I'm going to open my comment section, and this is why, right? I want you guys to tag Facebook, and I want you guys to tag Meta, right? That they should not tag them that free Sowore. You know why I say free Sowore? I'll break it down. So they said DSS have written to Facebook, that they have written to Meta, the owners of Facebook and Instagram, that they should bring down Sowore's Instagram account and social media account. Why? Because they said Sowore defamed them.
You didn't hear that? A government is writing a letter to Facebook and Instagram to bring down account of an activist. You see how far they can go. They are writing to bring down a platform of people. They didn't remind Nandikano. They didn't remind Samaneba. And when they were doing it, these people, all of them were quiet and they thought it was fun. When they were doing it against Mazen Nandikano and they did it against Mazen Samaneba, they themselves, the very dark man and the show, they saw it as a fun. But today it is getting to everybody. That's why I tell you that it's just a question of time. Everybody will get his own cup of tea. It will reach everybody. It's just a question of time. Remember when they were doing it to Mazen Nandikano? They did it to Mazen Samaneba. The Mazen Samaneba was banned from Facebook completely. You could not program on Facebook. He was banned completely. They took down his YouTube channel. And people, nobody's talk about it. It was fun. Today, they are going after their activists in Nigeria. Nigeria will happen to every one of you. It's just a question of time. Listen.
That Sowore defamed the government. Not just that. Last week or so, they say, even Twitter, they don't write to Twitter, say, make Twitter bring Sowore accounts down. Now, let me tell you what a lot of you don't know. These people, they want to clamp down on freedom of expression. They don't want more, they criticize them on all the bad that they do. What is defamatory when I say Sowore defamed now? If you were doing good, Sowore would not have anything to talk about. Very Dark Man is existing today is because of the bad you people are doing. Sowore is existing today is because of the atrocities you people are using the government to commit, embezzling our funds. Now, let me bust your head. Do you know that even before this Sowore thing, they don't take down posts? You know that my post when I go Yelwata, Benue State, that time where they buy over 200 persons, where they burn them inside their houses. Do you know that it was brought down? It was brought down on Facebook. It was brought down.
Did you hear that? A post that he made to reveal the atrocities of the terrorists. I remember that Yelwata video where he himself went on the ground to cover what happened. Nigerian government took the post down. They went and paid Facebook, paid other platforms where he posted that in. They took it down. This is the government that Finland is supporting. This is the government that Finland is supporting. A government that is clamping down on innocent citizens, clamping down on freedom of speech. This is a look at the government that Finland is supporting. Somebody took it, something that the media cannot do. Nigerian media can never ever go on the ground to investigate any atrocity. Any attack by the terrorists, they will never. They will just sit in their office and they will write a note to them on what to say. And they sit back in the office and say, even if it is happening at the back of their station, they will never come out to interview people. Never. You can never see them in the field. This guy, Very Dark Man, went, I remember that very investigation. He went there to report the Yelwata. Yelwata attacked by terrorists. Nigerian government paid to bring all those posts down. It will get to everybody. This is the government that Finland is supporting. Listen.
In our funds. Now let me bust your head. Do you know that even before this show was rating, they don't take down posts? You know that my post when I go Yelwata, Benue State, that time where they buy over 200 persons, where they burn them inside their houses. Do you know that it was brought down? So it was brought down on Facebook, so it was brought down on Instagram, so it was brought down on YouTube. As a matter of fact, I find that video online, and know say maybe if you did Twitter somewhere, but they brought it down all over social media. Now, let me tell you what is crazy. I talk to Instagram. Do you understand? I send them a message. As a matter of verify, sometimes I talk to Instagram on the phone, bro. I talked to Instagram on the phone. So there was one day, I was talking to the customer care of Instagram, and I said, I want to make a post, right? And the post is sensitive. What do I do so that this post does not go down? Instagram said, all you have to do is to write a warning. When you write a warning, we can't touch your post. Guess what? I wrote a warning, as you can see on that video of Yelwata. As the video don't get engagement, because the government knows that video will give them bad publicity. Guess what? I believe that they were the one that took it down. Anything where go give this APC regime, APC government bad publicity, they bring it down. They use their influence.
You see this thing he's saying? That is why some of us that are in this media, when I do the introductions I do, this is why I do those introductions. When I make it clear to YouTube, before I start my program, that this platform is not to instigate violence. It is not for hate. Because these are the points they present to either Twitter, Facebook, or to YouTube. And they tell them that we are here instigating violence, that we are preaching hate, we are attacking people. And when they send these informations, this will come on your platform, they bring it down. So that is why it is essential. Most of the time when I start my program, you see me, I straighten up the whole thing to let the world know what we are about. Our purpose of being in this platform is not to instigate violence. It is not to preach hate. It is not to attack anybody, not attacking. We make it clear to them so that you wouldn't say you don't know. This act of bringing down platforms, bringing down content, bringing out reports, this is what Nigerian government pay money. There are people that they sponsor. This is their job. Begin to monitor platforms, what is happening and they report it. There was a day I was doing program, on live program. The program was still going on and they brought down the program. I was doing a program and they brought it down here. While the program was on, I was doing a program, they brought it down. There is nothing wrong, I said. It was only a video of the terrorists that appeared on that. That's all. Nothing. It wasn't speaking. Because I was talking about the issue of that terrorism. That video, I have to show it. They brought it down. But we are even lucky that they brought it down and left the platform. If it were before, they will just bring down the whole platform entirely. In some cases, your channel will disappear. You won't see it anymore. In some cases, your channel will disappear. These are the challenges. This is the country that Finland is supporting. This is what Finland is supporting, and Finland will claim that their human rights, their human rights status is high. Finland has now become a terrorist country also, because when you collude a terrorist, you are when you sponsor and promote terrorism, you are a terrorist. That's what you are. That's what you are. This is the country. Look at the story of a country that Finland is supporting. The story of a country upon which Finland looked upon. These are the people that gave Finland the information they are using to prosecute our Prime Minister, an innocent man who is trying to stop these atrocities. This was how they brought down his platform on YouTube. They banned him from Facebook. Today he's on Shore. Very dark man is talking. Tomorrow it will be him. Tomorrow it will be him. It's not going to stop there. It will get to everybody. It will get to everybody one after another. And this is what we are fighting for. To stop it once and for all. To have a nation where people can have the freedom of speech. Express yourself freely. If you do anything wrong, you can answer for it. But they wouldn't allow that. Oppression. A country that oppresses its own citizen. That is the country that Finland is supporting. That is the country that gave Finland information upon which they detained their own citizen. A citizen who has served them in the military, served as a consular, been in their country for many years. Yet, because of selfish interest, because of economic interest, they sold him out. How can any country be taking information from Nigeria? I want you to hear this report from Very Dark Man.
They try to clamp down on it. Two things they do. This is their format. It's either they get you to work with them. If you refuse, they try to destroy your character. That's what they do. Do you understand? So they brought down those posts from over that time when I posted that thing. It was around 50,000 comments. People were just sharing it. This is what is going on in Nigeria. They were not happy. Now let me tell you again. This is another thing you need to know. So more than know our voice good day. Our mainstream media, our conventional media.
Listen to this. Listen to this about the conventional media. You know, I speak about this issue of conventional media many times. People are not paying attention. Listen to this report. What the conventional media in Nigeria, just listen.
Media, our conventional media, like the NTAs, AITs, channels, and Arise, they don't do the work that they used to do before. When we say something happened, they'll go to the crime scene. Insecurity, they go to the crime scene. They don't do that no more. Do you understand? They just peddle around some news. The real things that's going on, they don't talk about it. Should I talk about what's going on in Castina? Do you guys even know who Bello Turuji is? Do you guys know who Bello Turuji is?
Do you hear what he's saying? What the conventional media are doing, they can never go to field to investigate any case. They will never. They don't report the atrocities of the terrorists. They will never do it. This guy is mentioning now, Bello Turuji. I shared a video of that Bello Turuji when he took an armor tank from the military. Up to today, that guy is still working free. Nobody is reporting about him. Nobody is saying anything about that Bello Turuji. Nobody. But you go everywhere now, they're talking about Master Simon Eba. They're talking about Master Nandekan. Nobody is reporting that Bello Turuji and the evil he did. Continue to do up to today. I want you to listen to this report.
A lot of Nigerians don't even know. I talked about Bello Turuji the other day. Somebody was looking at me like, nigga, what are you talking about? Bro, that guy hold North hostage. He go now waka go one state. By people come out. This thing I tell you that happen for Nigeria as we speak. He go carry like 200 people. Go inside bush. Naklang the women. The other time, he sees army tank.
That's it. I cannot be able to share this video. No, they don't want us to be sharing this one. This one, if you share the video now, before you know it, they will take it down. So, this was that Bello Turuji when he took the armor tank of the military. He took military armor tank. When he sees the military armor tank, that's the guy. I can't play the video free. If I play it, you know how they do. They will take it down. So I just skip it up.
What I heard on my research, they get over 30,000 soldiers for inside bush.
That Bello Turuji have over 30,000 soldiers in the bush. A terrorist in the north has over 30,000 soldiers in the bush. Foot soldiers that are working with him. Over 30,000 in the bush in the northern part of Nigeria. Do you think they don't know? This is the country that Finland is supporting. This is the country that Finland is promoting. Bello Turuji, this one now is not a Biafran now. He's not a Biafran, he's not a Biafra agitator speaking. He's an independent person reporting. Bello Turuji, over 30,000 foot soldiers fighting along with him. What do they want? Nothing. Just to terrorize people, take innocent life, collect ransom, and that is it. Have you ever seen military march to go and meet him? This guy collected armored tank from them. The video I just skipped now. I don't want to play that video because when I play it now, maybe they will just bring down the program. If I play the video of that very place that Vedakman is talking about now, they will bring down the program. That's why I just skipped it. Over 30,000 foot soldiers the guy has. A terrorist in the northern part of Nigeria. Nobody said anything about it. The IPC is talking Master Simon Eba. Today is Master Simon Eba. Today is Master Nandekano. Oh, Biafra agitators. Biafra. The criminals in the southeast, they call themselves governors. Every time they go and bring soldiers to kill innocent people. Every blessed day. Even as we speak, they are in Biafra land, taking innocent life as we speak. They are in Biafra land. They are in Biafra land. Meanwhile, the terrorists are taking over the north. A terrorist group is controlling more than 30,000. I'm not the one saying it. Look at the very dark man. He's an independent reporter. He goes to the field to get information. But yet, this is a country that Finland is supporting. This is the country that Finland listened to their information to go and take an innocent man who is living all the way in their country in Finland. That is Master Simon Eba. In Finland, causing insecurity in Nigeria. It's been more than 9 months now. Has insecurity in Nigeria stopped? Insecurity in the southeast, has it stopped? The loss of life, kidnapping and everything, has it stopped? Has it stopped? Or has it been celebrating? Those who call themselves Biafra agitators are celebrating. And Finland is colluding with them. Finland has the gut to pronounce a sentence on an innocent man who is fighting for self-determination in a failed state that doesn't have control, a country that has failed. And Mazi Samman wants to save his own people. He doesn't want the ship to collapse with his people. That is the only crime he has committed. That's the crime. And Finland, with all this information available, Finland closed their eyes and went and took Mazi Samman.
Bro, Bello Tuji is just same year, 9 they bomb me and him, 1994. But bro, they don't report all of this. They don't push it out there. They push some irrelevant nonsense online for everybody to see. Things they go on for this country where a lot of people don't know. And this is why I try as much as possible to go to the crime scene. So that I feel like, say, bro, Nigeria don't cast.
Did you hear it? Nigeria don't cast. He said that is why he himself take the pain of going to the front line to get information and give to Nigerians. In his own word, Nigeria don't cast. It's a failed state. This is a country that Finland is supporting. This is a country that is giving Finland information that they base their judgment upon to take away a man that is trying to defend his own land against the terrorists. A man that is trying to give leadership to his people in a failed state where there is no leadership, where everything goes. Where some group of cabals are taking everything to themselves. That is the only crime Mazi Samman have committed. That he said enough is enough. That he cannot fold his hand and continue to watch his people being destroyed. That is the crime he has committed. What else? What else has he done? What else? And Finland stood on that because of economic interests. Because of economic interests, they sold their soul. They forgot about humanity. Humanity no longer matters. When it comes to an African, when it comes to a Biafran, humanity not matters anymore. Nobody cares about humanity. I bet you what is happening in Nigeria, more especially in Biafra land, if it happens in any other clan in the West, the whole world will be outraged. There will be outrage in the whole world. The genocide of Biafra is not recognized as genocide. They don't even talk about it. It's not recorded anywhere. They don't call it genocide. But it's something, an evil that was perpetrated against a people. Millions of children lost, we are starved to death. Millions of children. Nobody is talking about it. Nobody cares. They don't even want us to remember it at all. They just want us to forget about it. Even when we decide to remember it within ourselves, they don't want us to remember it. That is how bad it is. This is what Finland is supporting today. Finland is in the forefront of making sure that the genocide against Biafrans is not remembered. That the history of Biafra is wiped away completely. Finland is now in the forefront of sponsoring the atrocities against the Biafrans. This is how bad it is. It cannot guess what worse than this. This is the country. This is the story of the country that Finland is supporting. This is the story of the country that Finland is supporting.
And instead of these people to look for solution, they would rather look for a way to do damage control. We are fucked. We are actually in a mess right now. But a lot of you don't know it. So what they are trying to do with Showore now is, boom, Showore. It's not even about Showore. That's the craziest part. It's not about Showore. It's not about Showore. It's not. It's not about Showore. It's about the media. They want to control it. They don't want to talk negative about them. But at the same time,
of course, it's about the media. When they were doing it to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, every one of you kept quiet. You didn't know it would affect you. They started it with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was dealt with on social. They removed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Facebook. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could not broadcast on Facebook. They took him out. He went to Instagram. They chased him there. They squeezed his broadcast. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left them and came to Twitter. The same thing is what they did to Mazi Samman Ekpa. They removed Mazi Samman Ekpa completely from from Facebook. He can't, Master cannot access Facebook. He cannot. They took away his platform on YouTube, sponsored by Nigerian government. You know, when we were saying it then, they thought it was a joke. Today, it is happening to Showere. It is happening to Showere, and they are now seeing it. You see, Very Dark Man reporting it. But when they were doing it to our people, our activists, you think it is about us. Injustice against one is injustice against all. It is just a question of time. It will get your own doorstep. When you see an injustice against one person and you keep quiet, today, just like we are celebrating, they jailed Mazi Simon Ekpa, they gave him 6 years. It is just a question of time. As long as you are a Biafran, you are one step to that very sentence. So long you are a Biafran, and you see this injustice, you keep quiet, you are one step to face the same sentence. You are one step to face that sentence. That is how bad it is. That is the only truth I saw. In that video that was made by that idiot Ikenga, with the other one, that video they made, the only single truth he said there was that what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing is exactly what Mazi Nandekan is doing. And he was calling on, with his wickedness, he was calling on Nigerian government to borrow leave from what Finland have just done. And Finland had just given them a template. That is what Ikenga was saying. That Finland has just provided is a plain platform. That any idiot that is talking about Mazi Simon Ekpa and not talking about Mazi, with his wicked mind, because he knows what he's doing. He came out openly to show us who he is. Not like those who are pretending. Ikenga Uruagu just come out and spoke the mind of these DOS members. And you think they don't know what they're doing. Every one of them representing DOS, go and check their platform. Do they attack Ikenga? Mazi Nandekan is the leader of IPOB. The same IPOB that they say created their DOS. They say Mazi Nandekan is a part of DOS, their leader. But somebody is castigating Mazi Nandekan, calling him different kinds of names, calling for his head. They never attack that very person. They never open their mouth and speak. They never spoke. Instead, they will tell you, oh, he's no longer a member of IPOB. He's not a member. Okay, he's no longer a member. But why are you attacking Mazi Simon Ekpa? Why Mazi Simon Ekpa have already moved away from a long time and told you that where we are now in the government, when Mazi Simon was here, he was the government in exile. And Mazi Simon de-associated himself with anything that has to do with this IPOB Nigeria. That's what they call them, IPOB Nigeria. He's not part of it. But why are you attacking him? But today, you saw somebody you groomed, somebody you improved in, attacking your own leader, but none of you said anything about it. None of you respond to him. What Ikenga said in that very video is the mindset of every member of the DOS. It's their mindset. When you see them attacking Mazi Simon, you think they don't know what they're doing. You think they don't. You think that Karo White lawyer doesn't know what he's doing. When you see Ifeanyi Ejiofor celebrating the sentence on Mazi Simon Ekpa, when you think he doesn't know what he's doing. You think Ifeanyi Ejiofor does not know that is a precedent for Nigerian to look upon and jail Mazi Nandekan. You think he doesn't know? Oh, you think so? I say anybody that is in this struggle at this stage, you don't know who is where who or she is. I pity you. You will never learn. More especially after the sentence of our Prime Minister, everything is open. Whichever group you say you belong, go, whether you belong to government this or government that, whichever group you belong, we have seen all your anus. There is nothing you can hide anymore. Any place you like, hide. For me, I know you. I might not call your name. I might not speak about you. I might not mention you. But I know where my heart is. And I know what I know. Until that time comes. I know that the time is coming very, very soon when we will give account of our still worship. Mazi Simon Ekpa will never serve that sentence. Never. Never. Already, Mazi Simon Ekpa have appealed already. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, have already sent an appeal. He has already sent an appeal. So there is no way someone can serve that sentence. It's impossible. It's impossible. Chukwu Okeke will not allow it. I thank Chukwu Okeke. He has already put in for appeal. And I knew he would do that. That was why the day we were discussing about that appeal. And people were suggesting that maybe you don't go for appeal, so that maybe when you go for appeal, they will extend. I said, no. That's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. No matter what no matter what the consequence may be, we have to go. And I thank Chukwu Okeke that Mazi Samuel have already gone for appeal. He have already signed in for appeal. And there is no way he will serve that sentence. It is not possible. They can only delay us, but they can never deny us. They can only delay us. Let them continue their delay. But denying us our freedom, impossible. It is impossible. They can't deny us our freedom. We must have our freedom when the time comes. So wherever you are, continue to stand strong and stand firm. Don't shake. It doesn't matter the wave. It doesn't matter the propaganda. It does not matter the blackmail. Stand your ground. Do that one which is your part to do, and leave the rest for Chukwu Okeke.
You don't want to work. May God help us. Where Nigeria they go now, may God help us. But yeah, the youth, you need to be active. You need to really be active. The country is going somewhere that I don't like. Again, see, these people, they know what they're doing. All this one, 2027, they come. They don't want a situation where they say, okay, yes, some people can't use their influence for social media to spoil their votes or communicate to cause any problem. Because they know that 2027 will be messed up. Messed up in what sense? It will not be really fair for telling.
This is the problem. This is the problem. Now you are now dragging it back to election. It is not just about election. The enslavement of the masses does not stop with election. The enslavement of Nigerians does not stop with election. It continues. This is a continuous process. For somebody to begin to attach this sensitization or this clamping down of media to just the election, no. Election is part of it, but don't just limit it to that. It didn't start today. Only that you people don't pay attention until when it chokes you or when it affects you. It started with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They did it. You thought it's Biafran people. They did it to Biafran people. And they did it, they succeeded. They did it to Mazi Samuel. And they are doing this all, most of us here on our programs. You see, they try to cage us that our program cannot go far. We cannot go. Those of us that are speaking about the issue of that affects Nigeria, they will make you go far. They will push you and make you look very, very small. They will try as much as possible to hinder you. But today they are coming after you people. You think it's not just about the election. It is not. Injustice against one is injustice against all. When you see something, you speak up. You speak up.
Ourselves the truth. So they need to calm down on the media. They don't do one cyber crime act bill recently, where they say, if somebody's talking to you on the phone, if you record it, if you're this one, if you're 2 years jail time, 2 years jail time, boom, all these things now to cover. This is the elites working. These are the rich men working. This is the politicians working. They want to cover their tracks on everything. Corruption is everywhere. What if Showore talk? Say una be thieves? Did he lie? Coastal Highway. Collected money for Coastal Highway. Where is it? The Benin Delta Road. Where is it? You stop subsidy, say you want to use the money to develop the country. Where's the development? That you stop borrowing money, but you still borrowing. Shall you see? These people, they just want to control. They just want to be in control. We are in a mess. But of course, we're not going to understand. But we are in a mess. Anyways, peace and love, don't play. If you play, you go and learn and you learn the hard way.
Including you, very dark man, you won't understand because you think you can make these things work from Nigeria, which is impossible. It's a truth that most of you fail to accept. You are getting it wrong. This is a country that Finland is supporting. That is one thing I want to show the world. The country that Finland is supporting. The person that is speaking here is not a Biafran. Maybe you say he's a supporter of Mazi Samuel, but that is why he's speaking the way he's speaking. Look at him. exposing the atrocities of Nigeria, how they get involved in the insecurity in Nigeria, how they terrorize their people, how they manage, how they oppress and suppress their people, how they clamp down on people's voice. How can any sensible country in this world support this kind of government? But Finland is supporting an atrocious government like Nigeria, an evil government, a terrorist government that have been confirmed by another country. Canada has confirmed it. Canadian High Court confirmed it that Nigeria is a terrorist country. They confirmed it. When a court say that the ruling parties in Nigeria are terrorist organization. When a terrorist organization is controlling a country, what does that mean? What does that mean to you? When a terrorist organization is in charge of a country, what does that mean to you? But you know what? With all this information available, Finland is still on bed with Nigeria, getting information, following the directive because of economic interest. With this information, some idiots are still in that same zoological republic, believing on the election that will be conducted for them by a terrorist organization. Something like this very dark man, he's still believing on the election that is going to be conducted by a terrorist organization. A terrorist organization. I didn't say it. It is not members of IPOB that said it, though. It is not an Igbo man that said it. A white man in Canada, a Canadian High Court judge, said that Nigerian ruling parties are terrorist organizations. And here you are, expecting that terrorist organization will conduct an election that will run a country and make that country safe. Madness of the highest order. You see the country that Finland is supporting? You see how Finland is stopping freedom. You see the role Finland is playing in stopping the freedom of the people, freedom of the masses, freedom of the innocent. You see the role Finland is playing, giving them a precedence to look upon and jail Mazen Nandekano, another freedom fighter. You see the role Finland is playing, giving them a template on how to treat Mazen Nandekano, giving them a template against another freedom fighter in Nigeria. Now you see it clearly, the role Finland is playing in stopping the freedom of the innocent. But I bet you, it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter how they delay us. Finland will never stop the freedom of the people. They will never, ever stop our freedom. The more they try to stop our freedom, the more Chukwu Okukabema will deny them their own peace. This peace they think they enjoy. The more they continue to meddle into the case of Biafra, the more they expose themselves into the danger they cannot come out from. Mazen Nandekano has made that prayer a long time. That any country that does not stop meddling with the affairs of Biafra will find himself destroyed and disorganized, and they will never recover until Biafra regains independence. It is so sad where we have found ourselves. It is so sad what we have gone through and still going through up to today. I pray that Chukwu Okukabia will see us through and give us the strength to focus on the things that matters and not on all the irrelevant issues that are flying right, left, and center. Yeah, welcome, my brother Greg. Thank you so much for joining, bro Greg. My brother Greg, if you're there, go ahead and speak to us.
Yes, Maze. Good morning.
Yeah, welcome, my brother.
Good morning, Biafrans and the friends of Biafra all over the world. I thank you one more time this morning for the opportunity you are giving to me through your platform again to greet the Biafrans and pray for our leaders who are suffering for us all over the world. Pray that God will strengthen them, as Nnamdi Kanu. He will strengthen them every day. They will be alive. They will be healthy. They will overcome all the plans of the enemies. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpan, that heaven will judge and heaven will defeat our enemies.
You see?
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for his people. He's fighting for the right. He's fighting for the poor. He's speaking for those who cannot speak for themselves. And that is what Simon Ekpa Njoko, the Prime Minister, has been doing. Speaking for the righteous, speaking for the poor, and those who nobody can speak for. And since they start for justice, the God of justice will fight their battle.
You see?
That is our prayer this morning. Yeah, Maze, I thank you so much, and I've been watching since you started from the speech of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the speech of Prime Minister Simon Ekpan, and all that have been going on in the evil land called Nigeria, and all the evil support from Finland. You know, one thing that is making me, sometimes I wonder, is not the beating of a foreigner, a stranger. If a stranger hit me or quarrel with me, even just as I'm living here in a foreign land, sometimes when it happens, when I look at them, I will use the word that Christ said. He said, you wouldn't have right over me if it were not given to you. So they wouldn't have right over me or treat me anyhow if the country I came from did not give them the power to useless me, to treat me like nobody, for me to accept the things that I'm not supposed to accept. So what it hurts me is not just those people or those strangers that, or those foreigners that treat me. What is hurting me much is the one that my own person is doing to me. Because Nandi was now so
I am.
and if you are going with your little child, when a very gigantic trailer, a caterpillar is coming, he will run to his father or his mother too, not knowing that even that trailer and that caterpillar is more bigger than the father and the mother. So when you run to your people, when they're pursuing you, run to your house, your community, your kingsmen, and they push you away, push you to the enemy. It's a kind of I don't know how to handle it, because I first want to touch the word concerning the so-called young people you mentioned here, the so-called the King Uruaga and the Udele, and many of them. And yesterday evening, when I came back from work around the 12 o'clock, I was watching. I put up my phone, this thing. I see Kai report playing the confession of Osaji and the Chinas and Woru and what they were doing. Even though our PM Simon Ekpan spoke about it about 2 or 3 years ago. But he's coming here now to confirm those things that our PM was talking, and which he himself confirmed that he was among those people that was fighting against Simon Ekpa. So, and look at those guys you mentioned now. You can go to Ago and those other ones around them. So tell me what will be giving these people courage and the energy to be doing what they're doing. This is the Congo, the wife, a woman that lie in the same bed, that used to lie in the same bed with Mazi Simon, Mazi Namdekano. And Mazi Namdekano will call this woman my wife and take her anywhere. And this is the Congo, this woman was calling the king of the media and the best friend of her.
Imagine.
This is the same man that the lawyer that was defending Mazi Namdekano in the court.
His best media warrior.
And calling the best media warrior. This is the man that is indicting Namdekano before even the government or the judge indict him. And ask them to make sure that they remove his life or they will jail him for life. That is not worthy to live. So, then you think yourself, if this woman were your wife and you come back home and when you look up and you look down, you search your mind how you started with this kind of person from the first day and what you have been going through with such person that called wife. Then you start asking yourself, what is going on? That is the question. What is going on? So, my brother, let me not talk about Finland, because in Finland, we will say Finland have nothing to lose. Finland have nothing to lose. They are Europeans. Now we Jonathan, now we carry ourselves come.
Now we carry ourselves come. Oh.
Now we carry ourselves come. So now we carry ourselves come Europe. Now we carry ourselves come Europe.
Only we follow come.
Yes. So that is the situation. So Finland have searched, what can we be? Why must we say the truth when we have a big contract in our hand? Why must we, because of Simon Ekpa and the Biafra people, and abandon such amount of money? In the first place, they lured them in with this money and this contract. That is the job of the lobbyists that lobbied for Nigeria. Went to Finland and told them, will you, because of Simon Ekpa and Biafra, and you lose such a contract? And there's called the
I am.
And the man stop said, no, I will I will better grab the contract. I will not, because of Simon Ekpa and the Biafra people. I don't know who is Biafra. I have no contact with Biafra. I have no business with Biafra. I will take the contract, the evil government of Nigeria, even though I know they are demons. Then what did he do? He went and he called back the ambassador that was saying the truth. The first thing he did, he called back the ambassador. And knowing fully well the way the white people do their things and their government, when they call the first ambassador was there, who never give Nigeria opportunity, because he know the evil, he know the truth. Even unless stop or whatever they call him, knows the 100% the truth. But because he want to lay hand somewhere, as if he called this ambassador back, because the ambassador could not be bought, and that woman cannot represent what he want to do in Nigeria. So he called him back, and they take the person who would not look back, who have the same judgment like him, and he sent him to Nigeria. And that one came and tell you that Simon Ekpan had been hindering the bilateral agreement, bilateral business and contract that we're supposed to have been having all this while. How many contracts have the federal government given to Finland since they started having relationship? Which contract? How many bridges have Finland built for Nigeria? How many power plants have Finland built for Nigeria all these years? So can somebody who is here, who know anything about Finland and relationship with Nigeria, tell me the major contract or deal Nigeria and Finland have ever had since they started relationship? If not this one, because of Simon Ekpa and Biafra. And let Alex stop, grab it, and say, throw him into the jail. And he will go down. An evil country that even devil himself rejects Nigeria. Knowing all the atrocities, he did not question how they were killing our people, even when they were not carrying anything like a stick. We are Simon Ekpan there at that point in time. Was there any evidence where they say this is the civilian that Simon Ekpan instructed to be killed or by? Did Finland have such evidence? The answer is no. So where did they get the evidence they used to justify that Simon Ekpan worked for terrorists and belonged to terrorist organization? How can he belong to terrorist organization when the IPOB is still in Finland registered? Where can there be terrorists when IPOB group came to testify against Simon Ekpan? Then who are those terrorists? This thing that Simon Ekpan belonged to. So these are the questions that the court of Alex Stubb is supposed to give to the world. IPOB is still registered in Finland. They are still existing in Finland. Finland did not tell us that the IPOB in Finland is a terrorist organization. So which party did Simon Ekpan belong? Have Simon Ekpan been terrorizing anybody in Finland? Which crime have he been committing since he came to inside Finland till the death? That will make them to take the testimony of Nigerian government, which every country know with every evidence from east, west, north, and south, that this country is evil against their people. This country is evil against the so-called Igbo people. Their country, they are no good for any citizen of Nigeria. But why the Igbos own is too much is because Igbos are the people who develop every part of Nigeria. And instead of promoting them and helping them to develop, you went about destroying their properties everywhere. And when you destroy it, nobody will speak. If anybody talk, you throw him into. And Finland, there is evidence about all those things. And they close their eyes. And they say they are jailing him for 6 years. So the case of Finland is not, for me, it makes no too much sense. We'll talk about all the evils in the international community, that people will know who Finland is. But what pains me more is the one my people are doing. The one our people are doing every day against their people, against their brothers and sisters. Tell me what these people will gain. What will they gain if Simon Ekpan went to jail and served for 6 years? Just to make sure that Biafra is closed. What will they gain if they closed Igbo land? Or if Simon Ekpa, since Simon Ekpa is no more on the seat, how many of them are standing for the Igbo people? For the past 1 year now, Simon Ekpa is not there. For these years, where is Ijere? Where is Ikengo Uruago? And all those people. I listened to, was this on Sunday? One foolish man is saying he's a professor living in Germany. Obueze or whatever. Frank. He was speaking in this guy's platform, the so-called Dr. Damage. They were asking him questions. He always like to gain respect when a lot of people will come everywhere and call him a master of academy. And they ran him to take questions. He was talking rubbish. That Sam Ekpa was killing he's not against the agitation, but what he's against is when somebody was using it to kill his people. So who was killing their people? This one, Sam Ekpa is not there. Who are killing those people?
Who is the one killing the people now?
Yeah. So this foolish man living in Germany, I have not been seeing Akodo, I have not seen Udogachi. Have been not seen those people that what do you call him? Asad the Kubo is training and they send the Eastern governors bring them down to be killing our people. And he is telling me that the agitation, the Biafra will not come because you cannot be killing your people. Who is killing their people? So, my brother, that is why, as many that agree that they are fighting for this freedom, should stand on their feet, because we're supposed to know they are now open. Look at the call again. I watched again somebody that called himself living in America. I was always this, as I used to come in this your platform. This guy was in January, February this year, when this guy was platform was on. The so-called what is his name again? Obi-Wan. So we used to come in Obi-Wan. This guy that they call Obieze, he used to live in America. He was the person that tell us that he find out that Ogenkere was a lawyer, exile Anyago in America. He was the one that tell us that he has a mechanic workshop. This Obieze. As we were gathering that time, talking as we always gather in your platform, talking, I was thinking that the guy is reasonable. The same guy now is calling, is this person on the side of Adada Ramma. He's saying that if you watch this video, you will cry. Say they're supposed to go and catch Ngozo Reweze because Ngozo Reweze, since Simon Ngozo Reweze was a COS for Simon Ekpan, the child terrorist, then they're supposed to hold Ngozo Reweze too and charge him because she is the second in command of Simon Ekpan. So all those places that Simon Ekpan was terrorizing, that Ngozo Reweze supposed to come and answer question. And the person who is supposed to arrest again is Ogenkere. That Ogenkere was the finance that was holding money for Simon Ekpan to do those terrorism. These are the people this one is of recent.
Biafra.
This one is one of about 2 days ago. He was making this very, very evil with Adada Rama platform. Both of them we are discussing it. That Ngozo Reweze, since they have jailed Simon Ekpan, the next person they're supposed to jail is Ngozo Reweze and the finance minister Ogenkere. These are the people that we will come out every day and talk as we are talking now. So, my brother, it's very, very disappointing when all this evil come from the people that you think they were on your side. You never known there were, that is, demons in sheep clothes. This was somebody was vomiting on the air against somebody, Simon Ekpan of yesterday. He was calling my PM. He was calling on Batobia. Now he followed Finland to call him terrorist and calling for the arrest of Dr. Ngozo Reweze to come and ask question. To come and answer question, and Ogenkere should not come and answer question, but because these are the three people that are strong this thing with Simon Ekpa. Maybe you have not had this one. So, yeah. So, what can we be saying? Nigeria breathe out on.
So that one, he wants everybody that is talking about Biafra to be arrested. That is what it means.
That is, yeah. But he's calling now for that Tongoza Raveze and the Ogenkere should be arrested and join Simon Ekpa. That is what the guy is saying. The so-called OBS and Dadada Ramma. That is their final judgment. That these are the strong ally of Mazi Simon Ekpa.
But this is that stupidity and insanity we are talking about. Just like the program Mazi Simon Ekpa made when he said that anytime you open your mouth and call him a terrorist, you are calling yourself a terrorist. As they are calling for the arrest of a fellow Biafra, you are equally calling for your own arrest.
Okay.
Except it's not this Biafra that we are talking about, except they have another project they are talking about. Anybody that come and begin to promote arrest of a fellow Biafran because of this agitation, I wonder the kind of Biafra the person is asking for. Go ahead, my brother.
The point there is, when they come in does not mean that they are Biafrans or they were fighting for Biafra.
Oh, that's true.
So that is where I'm getting everything difficult. Because how will you detect these people? You can go rag at the final day, show you completely who he is. Another man, this guy now completely show us who they are. So, if you are talking about Udele, we know that Udele have not been supporting, have been killing the people who are fighting for freedom. But these ones that call Jesus Savior, 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 Savior. They call Jesus Savior, Savior. At the end of the day, they were the one that first crucified him. That is what is my problem. But those people, you know, they rejected you from day one. At least you know they're not on your own side. But those ones who join you, eat food with you, do everything, at the end of the day, they turn to be Judas. That is my problem. So how do you detect them? How do you detect them? That is where we have problem. So that is why if somebody come out now and start telling me, pinpointing the weaknesses of this person and that person, or start talking rubbish, or this government is doing that, government is not doing this way, I will not always carry them with what they are saying. I might come out because it's like my network is shaking.
Yeah, we are hearing you. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. You see? So that is the problem we have. When you see people always, when they come, they will only see fault. There is nothing you do they will like, except even if you leave it for them, they will not do it. Those who say this, you are not doing this, you are not doing that, we then want to take that position to do it. That is the point. That is the point. So we come to this platform now, you say, why are you not talking in this way? Why are you not talking in this way? Why not that person go and talk the way he wants to talk, the way he feels that is the best? Then he will go and talk on that.
We lost you. I lost you.
Yeah, I think my network is shaking.
Yeah,
am I coming out again?
You're back again.
Yeah. So that is the point. So Nigeria is a country that is where everybody know that they are deceiving themselves. The so-called very black man, you use the right word for him. He is still deceiving himself because he have not come to the reality to know that Nigeria is finished. They are only trying to make sure that every flesh of Nigeria, they suck it. And how they are going to go on a strike? Because Dangote say he will be delivering petrol on himself. So I heard he bought about 400 and something trucks. So he doesn't want anybody to deliver the diesel or petrol. So he will be one who will be producing. He will be the one who will be doing distribution, everything. Why are we having problem in Nigeria? Is because of all this kind of thing. The whole people who are senators in all the whole senators, all the whole governors, there is no one that doesn't have more than 10 filling stations in Nigeria. So if they don't make problem with oil in Nigeria, how would they get their millions? All of them have oil filling station. The senators have filling station. The governors have filling station. That is why things are not working. Because when they hoard fuel, they will make millions from there. There is no one single senator that doesn't have filling station. Not even one. Or the governor that doesn't have filling station, because it's oil business. Once they put fuel scarcity under one month, they make billions from there. So all of them from A to Z, they have filling station. How will things work? It cannot work. So this guy that is shouting for Sowore and all those things, they know they are deceiving themselves until they stand up on the right thing they're supposed to be doing, so that everybody will go home and manage themselves. I don't know why they're afraid to stand on their own. Even the so-called Fulani's, I don't know why they're afraid to stand on their own as a country. They will do more better. They will conduct and they will be happy to practice their Islam. So, and allow other people to start to practice their own. And everybody will be peace within the region. But instead, they will be continue campaigning for one Nigeria, because they too still have one interest or the other in that Nigeria for corruption. Not to make it better, no. They are not crying that if they give a very dark man Nigeria now, he will turn it into gold. No. But for him to better himself as well. But now he will fighting with all muscle that this person is that. And the people will follow him. If you give him a state now to rule, he will look for his own personal interest. And he wants to remain from governor to senator. From senator, he wants to be a minister until he will die. That is how Nigerian politics roll. So nobody wants to finish and get down from the power. No. They will be there on the politics until they will die, because they know what they gain from being in the forefront of power grabbing. Everything they owe, they grab it from because of their political this thing. So that's why they cannot go into politics and come out and have another business. Which business we can doing? We could have no business. His business is politics. And he's a billionaire. So that is how Nigeria is. And this is the kind of people that Finland are dealing with. They know the truth, but they just choose to go with the evil. That is what everybody knows. And everybody knows that Finland knows the truth, and they choose to work with the corrupt and evil people. Because Alex Stubb, I believe the man is corrupt. That is my own thinking. That man is not a good person. That is the fact.
He's not.
So we will continue to encourage the Biafran to stand against all these evils, all these mountains that Mazinan kind of talked about, that we are going to cross many mountains. And these are the mountains that is coming out. Even inside us, those mountains will still come. And heaven, by his own power, will overcome them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that.
Network.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for that wonderful, wonderful contribution. You have spoken well, and the Biafrans are listening. Every one of us, we must not allow them to make us look small. We must not chicken away from our responsibilities. We must not allow their lies to fly. We must continue to speak. With every little opportunity that we have, we will continue to speak and speak to the world about what is happening to us. The truth is there for everybody to see. No matter how they pretend, the truth cannot be hidden. the involvement of Nigeria in what is happening today, in the insecurity in Nigeria, the involvement of Finland, because Finland has now involved in that insecurity. In fact, Finland today has been indicted in insecurity in Biafra land. They are indicted because things are now worse than it was before. Mazi Simon Ekpa was doing everything he can to curb the insecurity in the southeast. While he was there, Biafrans had a lot of confidence in themselves. The chaos we have now, we don't have it. The disorderliness we have today, we don't have it then. The constant taking of innocent life by the terrorist government of Nigeria is not happening then. Everything was limited. It was almost coming to an end. All of a sudden, Finland took him away, and thereby opening the floodgate of hell in Biafra land. Do you know how many people have lost their life for that past 9 months, or more than 9 months that Mazi Simon have been detained? Almost 10 months he has been detained. Do you know how many people have lost their life in Biafra land? Do you know how many people who have lost their life because of his absence? People who have lost their properties, who have lost their means of livelihood because of the absence of Mazi Simon. Simply because of information that comes from a country that cannot be trusted. A country that cannot be trusted anywhere. There is no place. There is no basis upon which anybody can trust Nigeria. The record is everywhere. It's not just because we are saying it. Thank God that today you saw the video I played. It is Very Dark Man. Very Dark Man is not a Biafran. He's not supporting the agitation. But he saw the report he brings. When we say it, they say, oh, it is a propaganda. But the person that said it, he's not into propaganda. He's in that Contrafrican Nigeria. And one of the most important reports he made, this one I used to say that the media of Nigeria cannot go to the front where things happen. Every single thing they report, they know nothing about it. All they do is to sit in their office. The Minister of Information of the government will write to them a note on what to say and what to do. And whatever note that is written to them is what they are going to play for the world. And you think they went to the front. They don't investigate anything. They don't go to any place to find out what is happening. As we speak, terrorist activities are still going on in Nigeria. Attacks are happening every blessed day. Even as at last night. As at last night. There's a latest Boko Haram attack in the northeast. In the northeast, last night, there was a terrorist attack. A recent nightmare assault by by Boko Haram militants in northern Nigeria resulted into the killing of dozens of villagers. The death toll stand at approximately 60 people, highlighting the ongoing threat from the insurgent group. 60 people. This is just recently. Recently, it is not. I think it was yesterday. Yesterday, because this is today's news. This is today's news. And what do you hear? The only thing you see, the presidents will come and give a directive and say do this and do that. Look at it here. President, in response, mounting security threat, President Bola Tinubu has ordered full review of all military operations aimed at eliminating militant and terrorist groups across the nation. This is what you always hear. Eliminate who? They won't do anything. They will be counting the number of dead people as if it is animal. 60 human beings just last night are gone in that zoological republic called Nigeria. And nobody will do anything. Look at this one again. Look at this one. Multiple attack mourned across the country. The United Nations has condemned a recent attack in Borno State that left over 50 civilians dead. These are reports. And Finland is seen. Is it Mazi Simon Ekpa that is doing all these things? Is it Mazi Simon Ekpa that is taking this innocent life? Huriwa Human Rights Association of Nigeria decried coordinated weekend attack across several states that killed more than 150 people. Just this weekend that passed. Just this weekend that passed. Coordinated weekend attack across several states that killed more than 130 people. Did you see it anywhere in their media? You will not see it in their media. They won't talk about it. They pretend all is well. Just like very dark man was saying there. They will be feeding you with the BB Niger. What Obi said. What Atiku Abubakar said. They will just be confusing with political nonsense. Political nonsense that doesn't make a sense. Election that is coming in 2017. Now they have stopped governance. Nothing to talk about security and governance. They are talking about election. Why people are dying right, left, and center. People are dying right, left, and center without any help from anywhere. Global terrorism index such. Nigeria rose to 6th place on the 2025 Global Terrorist Index. They are number 6. Even this number 6 is manipulated. They should be number 1 because I don't see where they are having the kind of loss of life you have in Nigeria. They placed them in number 6. Nigeria rose to 6th place on the 2025 Global Terrorism Index, recording 565 deaths from terrorism in 2024, up from 533 in 2023, a 34% increase that reflects a worsening trend. Even the figures they're giving us are wrong. We and I know that they are wrong figures. And that is why they were able to hold 6th place. Because the media is dead. Independent media is dead. It's only what the Minister of Information wrote and sent to them. That is what they carry. That's what international media do. Even international media, they can't report anything. They can't get anything. Everywhere is caged. Just take, for example, during the time of NSAS. NSAS, no media in Nigeria could be able to report what happened in NSAS. It was CNN that used a satellite to cover it. CNN have to use a satellite, their satellite coverage, to release what happened. Meanwhile, you have local media everywhere. You have conventional media. This is the country that Finland is supporting. This is the country that gave Finland the information that they use to sentence Simon Ekpa. You can imagine a country that the media is dead, investigation is dead, government sits back and manipulate to whatever number and concoct all the number they like and give. This is a country that is providing Finland, they say, information based on information provided them by Nigerian security. Which security? Security that is being infiltrated by terrorists. You have the terrorists in the army, you have them in the police, you have them in the custom, you have them in all areas. And these things are on video. It is not maybe we are saying it. When they bring them in and put them in, talk to them, we see them on video. When they were putting them into their custom, we saw them on video. Into the army, recruit them into the army, we saw them on video. When they recruit them into police, so it is not a propaganda, it's not about a blackmail. Terrorism and violence statistics 2020 to 2024. Between 2020 and 2024, Nigeria experienced 5,291 violent incidents, resulting in over 20,000 casualties, combining injuries and fatalities. In just 2024 alone, there was 43 documented terrorism events and 1,306 bandit attacks in the Zoological Republic. This is the country that Finland is supporting. This is the country that is giving Finland information that they use to say that they jail Master Simon Ekpa. You can imagine. Terrorism and banditry remain rampant with deadly assault occurring regularly, particularly in the Northeast. But it doesn't really matter. The issue that they don't even pay attention to what is happening in Biafra land. They don't even pay attention to our side. Nobody pays attention. All they do is to castigate us. All they do is to send their military. That is where they have their operation. That is where their propaganda machine is working. They will never speak about it. And their governors and Ohanes and Igbo is helping them to push the evil narrative. Federal and military leaders are reacting with pledges to strengthen operation and adapt strategy. Where? It is always pledge by pledge. Every day it's always pledge with nothing to show, nothing, only pledges. Civil society and international bodies, including the United Nations and Hariwa, are calling for urgent, effective action. This is just a mere nonsense. The only effective action is to divide that nation, disintegrate Nigeria. To your tent, O Israel, let every region protect their boundaries. Let the boundary redrawn. Every region be on their own so that they can be able to secure their boundaries. Nigeria doesn't have boundary. As it stands today, we don't know where is Nigeria and where is not Nigeria. A country that built a railway all the way from their own country into another country, in Niger. How are you going to draw such boundary? There is open border in Niger. People go to Niger, they come in, they enter anyhow. Already, Buhari made it open and told them to come in. Once you come in, you are a Nigerian. And that is why the insecurity can never be curbed. The same country will come up and open their mouth and tell you, these insurgents are coming from Sahel region. Why would they come from Sahel region? And you say you have your military, you have your army, who are supposed to be protecting the border. They don't protect the border. What they do is they come to Biafra land, begin to go to villages, to burn houses, massacre innocent citizens of Biafra. That is what they do. They don't protect the borders. They don't. So if United Nations cares, what they should do is to look into the solution, the lasting solution. They should look into the lasting solution. It is not talking, making noise every day. It is not. Indication shows deepening security challenges alongside rising death toll from terror-related violence. Is it Mazi Simon Ekpa that is rising it? I am asking Finland authority. Are they not seeing these reports? These reports are there online. These are reports of the insecurity in the Zoological Republic. But they wouldn't talk about it. They focus on the Biafrans, people who are genuinely seeking to defend their land. And the worst is those of them who claim to be Biafrans, but all they do is to tag their own brother a terrorist, tag their own sister a terrorist. The only place where they have strength to identify a terrorist is with their own brothers and sisters. When it has to do with their brothers and sisters, you see them, they have strength to talk. That is where they come and they raise their shoulders and say what they don't know. But when it comes to the real terrorists, they see them, they disappear. Now, recently we celebrated that Mazi Simon Ekpa is detained. Okay, Mazi Simon Ekpa is not on the way. Has the atrocities of the terrorism, has the terrorism stopped? Has it stopped? Are you now secure? Can you now go to your village? Can you now go to your local government and conduct an occasion? Mazi Simon Ekpa was your problem. Can you now go to your village boldly and conduct a ceremony or conduct a program? Can you? Continue to deceive yourself. Continue to push your lie against yourself. Continue to deceive yourself. It will not change anything. It will not change anything. What matters now is how to save life. And if you care about Biafran people, you should be thinking of how to save life.
You own businesses everywhere in Nigeria. For that reason, you want everybody to die. Nobody is above death. Death is going to visit everybody. Just have to pray that you live and make impact in this life. The impact that matters now, as far as Nigeria is concerned, is not the impact to make people millionaires. It is impact to make people to be alive. It is impact to make people to feel secure. It is impact to make people feel they are free. That is the biggest impact you can make. Millions are going to come. People will become millionaires when they are alive. Of what use is it? You make somebody millionaire today and tomorrow he died by gunshot from Fulani. Of what use will it be to the society? You pick up somebody and send him abroad and he come back to Nigeria and police will kill him. It's happening every day. Why do you want to continue to be part of a country like that? Why? We all have seen millionaires. There is no amount of money you have today that people, Igbo people, have never met before. Everybody knows who is Ezego. Ezego of Ihala. Ezego of Ihala was one of the richest men. What happened to him? He died in accident. Ezego died as he was coming back home.
You have heard it. What matters today is how to save life. That is the most important thing to us. It is not how to be a millionaire or billionaire. For those who are putting their mind in propaganda, lies, bribery, and corruption, on monetary interests, you will be alive now to eat that money. You will be alive to eat it. What matters today is how to save life. And that was what Master Simon Ekpa cares about. Saving life. Even though they promised him to make him the Dangote of Igbo land, he rejected it. They made several promises to him. He rejected it. He refused. All he wants is freedom. Just like Mazen Nandekan. Mazen Nandekan was given many offers, including oil well. He rejected it. All he wants is freedom. But today, we see people accepting even recharge card. People accept just recharge card. People accept just house rent. People accept just phone to talk rubbish, to speak against themselves. The ones that are lucky are the ones that even get some money. Some don't even get they didn't get anything, nothing. Just hatred in them. They hate themselves. Because somebody make you angry, because of that, now you hate yourself. Peace man, you're welcome. Go ahead and speak to us, Peace man. Let's hear you.
Yeah, bro, choose.
You're welcome.
Hello? Are you hearing me, sir?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon from where I am.
You're welcome.
I want to say something about our people. You know, we shouldn't be rejoicing over our own brother. It's not a good thing. Even though our brother is bad or good, we shouldn't rejoice that our enemy have put him in the prison. You know, because in Nigeria, we have so many enemies. Not one, not two. We have so many enemies. You see, putting our prime minister in jail and you are happy that your own brother, you speak the same language and you are happy that they sentenced him 6 years in jail. Ah, man, who did this to us? Who do this to us? Sometimes I'll be asking myself, say, why are we like this? Is it a cause that Igbo man will be happy? Or a Biafra man will be happy they sentence his own brother that is fighting for freedom for all of us? Because putting him in jail, it means that all Biafrans are in jail. Calling him a terrorist means that all Biafrans are terrorists. That is the meaning of that. Okay, look at Abigail Dabere from Yoruba land. He's calling the Igbos monkey. And the Igbos haven't said anything. All they are all saying, Abigail said this, Abigail. But you are still the same people that you are selling your brother to these people that call you monkey. How will these people value you as Igbo man? Ndị Igbo onye a na-egbu egbu ọ nụrụ nga aha a na-egbu ya ọwụ onye iberibe kama ị ga-egbu m ọgba ndụ ka m gbapụ. It is better for me to move away from you, for you to kill me, because I'm not going to be looking at you. Then you will not use something and hit me. Then I will say, let me leave it to God. It's a lie. I will leave it to God. I will defend myself. They called you monkey and you are proud of it that you are a monkey. Why must you be proud of it? I am not proud of it, because if at the Bere called me a monkey, she is also a monkey. Because she's a black woman, she's a dudu, and you are celebrating with your enemies that you put your own that your people that don't want you to have freedom, because people will say it's Fulani that don't want. It's the lie. It's not Fulani. Yorubas don't want us, the Igbos, to leave, because they know if Igbos leave, then the Yorubas will go. They are not going to achieve nothing, and we should be proud of it that we want to leave. We should leave. We shouldn't pity them, because with the more you are pitying the Yorubas, is the more. I'm not coming here to discriminate any ethnic group or any tribe in Nigeria. No, but the character of these people, because the way they talk about the Igbos. Okay, look at my Egu. My Egu the other day, he was talking about the Biafran and the Kalo to have freedom, blah 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 blah. But end of the day, my Egu now is not calling Simon Ekpa terrorist. My Egu general that broadcast.
Don't mind that idiot. Don't mind that idiot.
I was very shocked. I said, how can you? That means, Brachus, do you know that really, the Yorubas are real betrayers? I'm telling you this.
Very big one.
I have never been closer to my Egu before, but I have been closer to Yoruba people. They are jealous. They are very arrogant.
What is wrong with him? Jealousy. Jealousy is what is disturbing my ego. Because when Mazin Nandekan recommended him, but when Mazin Nandekan left, he found out that Mazin Simon was in charge. He couldn't handle it. He thought that maybe when Mazin Nandekan is not there, he will be the one reigning. Everybody will now follow him. When he saw that Mazin Simon was not getting grant, that is where the jealousy started. He began to hate Mazin for no reason. And Mazin Simon never responded to him, not even once.
Okay. The worst part that this very man they call my Egbu will be talking about Mazin Namdekalo. Oh, Mazin Namdekalo is fighting for his people. And my people, my Biafran Igbo people will be going to his platform and go and be watching him, thinking that this guy is really fighting for us. Immediately they lock our prime minister. This guy now change. Start saying Finland. No, our prime minister is not a terrorist, Mr. Egu. My Egu, let me tell you, my Egu, if you are hearing me, if prime minister is a terrorist, they won't sentence him to 6 years. Do you know how many years they said? Do you think a terrorist is just a year sentence? A terrorist is life in jail. A terrorist is life in jail. They don't. Do you think what they call it, Nigerian government, terrorist government that is integrating the terrorists into military and to become vice president? Do you think we are going to? No, we Biafrans are going to deal with terrorists the way Israelites deal with terrorists. That is how Biafra will deal with terrorists, Mr. Ebu. You dare not say Simon is a terrorist. For your information, you are a disgrace, and I will never listen to you again, because I thought that you are well educated. You are not well educated. You may go to school, you may go to university, but I am well educated than you. I think better than you, Mr. Egu. You are a disgrace, and for your own sister to call the Igbos a monkey. The Igbos are better than you people. You can't do without Igbos, Yorubas. You can't shut up your mouth. You people should shut up. You can't do without Igbos. If you're a Yoruba person, you are hearing me, you can't do without Igbos. You people are in short, you people are lazy, you people are touts. I have lived in Lagos. I know where you people behave. You people are touts. You people are touts. You people are not responsible people. Dangote is making billions. Is it not because of Igbos? Eh? The richest man in Africa is not because of Igbos is rich, because Igbos are industrial people. They buy things from him. They make him rich. How many ethnic group in Nigeria that can compare with the Igbos? You people should shut up your mouth. We Igbos should come together and stop all this betrayal. They are laughing at us, thinking that no, we are going to live. You want to see comparison. You want to see Yoruba and Hausa and Igbo, who is more intelligent, because they say Yorubas went to school. Yorubas are the most intelligent. It's a lie. Yorubas are not well educated than Igbos. Do you think going to school is educated? You are educated? No. Educated is from your brain and your mind, how you react, how you behave. It's not by going to school means that you're educated. No, because if that Abigail Dabera is educated, she won't say such a thing that she said, because she herself is also a monkey, because you are black. You see the word that a white man used to refer a black man, you will use to refer a fellow black man. Shame on you people, because this one Nigeria is, we should stop deceiving ourselves. This one Nigeria is not working, Mr. Choose. It's not how we should stop. Igbo should stop deceiving themselves. Igbo should stop using weapons to fight themselves. We are not meant to fight ourselves. We should stop celebrating. We should stop celebrating, because the more we celebrate against our own, the more people laugh at us. The world, okay, the world have abandoned us now. What are we going to do? The UN are not fighting for Biafra to come. This one are not fighting. The European Union are not fighting for Biafra. But we don't have to fold our hand before we need help. We have to do something. We have to do something now. And I will pray that this, I want to answer you, Brachus, have our PM appeal for this court?
Yes, the PM he has put in for appeal already.
So let him do the appeal, and I will be very happy, because that is what we are praying. Because we ourselves, we are praying for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we don't know his situation, how it's going to be on 10th of October. Because the Nigerians are playing game, because they are waiting for the sentence of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Now they have seen what have happened. Now they want to, we don't know their mind. We don't know, because they shouldn't put that man, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an elderly man. He have a son. You see him? He was born during the war. So they shouldn't just go and we Igbos shouldn't just keep quiet. They put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in jail. We shouldn't allow such things to happen in that Biafra, in that Nigeria. We Igbos have to rise up. We shouldn't just fold our hand, allow the Fulani to put our brother in jail. It is not going to happen. Because they think they have defeated us. They haven't defeated us. This is the time for us to rise up. For Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Because he's not a terrorist. He's fighting for the freedom of our born children and unborn children. Generation to generation, to have freedom is what he's fighting for. It's not about thing that your own brother rise up to fight for you. All of you are complaining that you are following all those Yoruba people to be castigating your own brother that is fighting. Look at Udele. Look at what is his name? Ikenga. Look at how they are talking. That is how I'm asking myself, is these people are Igbos? How can you just come out and be talking about your own brother that is a terrorist? Well, shame on you people. Shame on you people. You people are disgrace. This is what is happening outside the country. You will see an Igbo man now, instead of him to defend his brother, he will be quarreling with his brother. I'll be asking myself, is this how we are brought up? We are made to defend ourselves. Okay, if Biafra come tomorrow, is this how we are going to defend ourselves? When foreigner comes, we take care of the foreigners and abandon our own. This is not how Biafra is going to live. We are made to support our own people first. Biafran first, before any other people. Biafran first, before any other people. So we should stop fighting ourselves and liberate ourselves from the hands of our enemy. They're laughing at us because if the only hope we are having now is our soldiers, our liberation army is the only hope. Because if these people stop, I wonder how Ali was going to be. Because coming to social media and be talking and be telling Ginger, you do this, people will get tired of it. But we are not going to get tired of it because we stand to get our freedom, and we will surely get it. And I will be part of the people that will be alive to witness this about Biafra restoration. Finally, in the name of Chukwu Gabiama, we are going to. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that wonderful contribution. What you just said is a real truth. The attack we are getting from some Yoruba people, some of the Yorubas, they are doing a very great havoc, and we will not overlook them. Whenever we see those lies, we have to debunk it and throw it back to them. Abike Dabiri will know that he's a tribal bigot, and that her bigotry will swallow her very soon. It will swallow her. Thank you so much, my brother, for responding to those mad people. That's why we come online. We will remember all the one that we come to across our way. We remember them and we expose them.
Brachus, sorry. I want to tell you something. There is a Yoruba man that I met, the place I'm living in. You know that Yoruba man was telling me, you know what he said? Not even the whole 13 state of Igbos, 13 states. So Igbos are 13 states,
Yes.
So this man was telling us that the five states that's the eastern region is not as one as Igbo. That Anambra is different from Imo State. Imo State is different from Enugu. So that we have different language, but we say we are Igbo. And I told the Yoruba man, I said, you are a very, very stupid person. Don't you know when Anambra speak, I understand it? Even when an Ukwane speak, I understand it. When an Abo speak, I understand it. But let off Anambra and the Oyi that will speak, I won't understand this. That means you are not telling us that we are immigrants. You say, yes, we are immigrants in that land that we came from. I said, let me tell you, before Adam and Eve, Igbo have been existing in that land called Igbo land. Before Adam and Eve. So you're not trying to tell me my history. Then I will tell you your history that you are from Chad. Yeah, you are from Chad. Because you behave like Chad, you behave like a terrorist, and you behave like a headman. If people don't like the truth, if people want to divide the Igbos, why? Why is it that people
don't mind them? That is the narrative they push to create division. They intentionally do that, and they have done it in the past, and it worked for them. It can no longer work for them.
That is no different between the Benin people and the Yorubas. I don't hate Yoruba, I don't hate Benin, but these two ethnic groups are the most majority problem we have in that country. Benin don't like Igbo, but they want Igbo to remain in one Nigeria. What is the benefit? Igbo, let us think properly. You should think. We should rise up. We should rise up and think. Think properly. Are we human beings? Yeah, we are human beings, but let us think that these people don't like us. And we don't have to remain. Peter Obi is there. Do you know that Peter Obi is campaigning for 2027? And Peter Obi, they say you are not qualified to be president. And we, the Biafrans, don't want you to be president. We don't want you to be president of Nigeria because we are not interested in Nigeria. You coming to Nigeria is to kill the Biafran, like what Nnamdi Azikiwe did. You say we have right to agitate. Peter Obi, you say we have right to agitate. But end of the day, the Biafra have died. Peter Obi. And you think the cabal will listen to you? Don't you know the cabal are listening to you that you are betraying your people? They know you are betraying your people. What did you think they are doing? The cabal know you are betraying your people. Or you say you are betraying your people. Not just the you are betraying your people. Hope is on them. That one now, a betrayer. But end of the day, they will still put you people, they will disgrace you people because that's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution. Before we round up the program, let me play this video, a kind of a word of advice for all of us Biafrans, more especially the Igbo Biafrans. It's a word of advice for everybody. Let's listen to what this our brother had to say. It's a word of advice. So while we are fighting and thinking of other issues, we also advise ourselves. Let's pay attention.
Bụ nwanne unu nwoke Timothy Ofegbu. Ị na-anya n'ala Igbo anyị taa, asị na ihe ọjọọ na-abawanye ntọ ebe niile. Ịhụrụ anụ ahụ, ime anụ ahụ mmadụ, kidney na liver nke a na-akpọ organ harvesting ebe niile. Ndị dibịa a na-eni nwaanyị n'afọ ime, were ndị fake pastors ewere aka odo na-akụwa ụmụazị bekasịa ha achụ aja ego. Onye ọbụla chọrọ inwe ego. Nwatakịrị nọ na university do 18 years 19 years njelu na one of the universities na East for federal government consulting work, bulu Land Cruiser 2025 wee na-abịa akwụkwọ. Ụfọdụ na-ajụ kelee ebe mmiri si bopi ụgbọgụrụ, kelee ebe mmiri ya si gbalụ. Ebe o si gbalụ bụ mgbe anyị bido celebrate besọnsọ ndị ji ego. Eziafa ka ego ọhọzi n'ala Igbo, ego oke eziafa. Ihe onye ọbụla chọrọ bụ by all means ka ego ahụ ruo ya aka. And by the way, ndị niile na-eti money na water adreesị ndị Igbo, o ji ehi 120 nne ya, o ji akpati 590 million nne ya. O mere nke o mere nke a wenata n'aka. Ndị Igbo wenata n'aka ọhọsọ unu fụla ego. Ebi m Abuja, bịa Abuja ka ịfụ ndị nwere oyi uwe ka ha na-eyi sanda na-agala onwe ha n'ilo. Jee na Yoruba ka ịfụ ndị nwere oyi uwe ji aka ha na-anya moto na-akpọghọ bodyguards. N'ihe niile na-ahụ ya anyị n'ọnụ bụ mgbede ụfọdụ ajụ ihe niile a na-eme ebe etu anyị si efe ego. A na-atụ ego na bọndụ, na-atụ n'ego enu, eji akwamozu ekreti go VIP. Onweghị onye na-eji ama ọnụ dị dead na ọka amala ụdị wine na aṅụlọ na akwamozu nnego. Akpati ya ọdụ floating ka akpati ya ọbụ gold. Nzuzu anyị ụwa ndị ọzọ enebego anya. Anyị na-asịwa na anyị ma ihe na anyị ma ihe, mana n'omume niile ọ dị ka ihe ndị ma ihe na-eme. Ọ bụ na ndị ọbụla na-efe ego na-achọ ka ọ kpata ego, ndị kele na ndị nze na ọzọ na ndị igwe na ndị eze enweghị onye anyị echi echichi n'aha onye nwere ego. Ndị ụka enweghị onye anyị abịa ni nne maọbụ nna ya mbụ bishọp maọbụ echichi ọbụla ochiri n'aha onye nwere ego. Ndị nwere ego ka a na-echi ezi nne, na-echi ada ụka na nke ọzọ ndị ụmụ ha nwere ego. Ịmanụ na ụmụaka na-ene n'ihe niile achọ ka ha kpata ego by all means. Echekwana na ntọ ya akwụsị taa, echekwana na ihe ọjọọ ya akwụsị. Mgbanwe niile a ga-ebido ịkwụsịnụ mgbe ndị ụka bidoro ikwu eziokwu, mgbe anyị respect ogbenye maka na ọkwụbala aka ọtọ, ọ chọghị ịkpa ego ọbara. Mgbe anyị ene mmadụ anya wee sị ya na agaghị ekpu ihe okpu n'isi maka ụdị mmadụ ịbụ, ebee ka ego gosi. Mgbe anyị ajụ nwa agbọghọ lụrụ ụlọ be nna ya, ebee ka isi weta ego. Mgbe nwaanyị nọ na di nọkọta bụrụ bilonia overnight, onweghị onye jụrụ ya ajụjụ ma di a na-etu ya achala ugo. Nsogbu anyị abago ụba. So na anyị echigata n'ụzọ ọjọọ ahụ anyị na-aga wee malite ugbu a jụba onwe anyị igo niile a na-efe n'elu 400 cows eji eni nne na nna, akpati 1 billion anyị na-akọ maka ibu nne na nna gị nwụrụ anwụ na helikọpta. Ọbụbụ omenala anyị ọ na-abụ nje funerals mgbe ụfọdụ ifela na-eme efu ebe a na-akpọpụ wine na wine 600,000 na wine 800,000 ndị VIP. Ka anyị kpachapụ anya anyị. The younger generation are looking at us. Afa mbụ Timothy Ofegbu. Ka anyị hie aka n'anya mee anyị Igbo ka ọ bụrụ ebe anyị ga-enwekwa contentment, ihe onye nwere ka o ju ya afọ. Ka anyị hapụ ị na-ene anya ka anyị nwekọtachi ihe niile. O nwebeghị onye mụchiri anya mụghee mala ebe ọ nọ na ọ bụla onye nwụrụ anwụ except na ịkwụbala aka gị ọtọ. Ụfọdụ akpakọchago ihe niile ofu oke ọya tụ ha, ụfọdụ kwobiri nwụọ n'ike. Ọ bụrụ ihe niile a ka anyị na-egbulu onwe anyị.
Thank you so much. This is a very touching word of advice for every one of us, more especially the Igbo Biafrans that are here listening. You see, he spoke in our dialect, so you can understand it. And whoever doesn't understand, you can interpret to him or her. It's a word of advice. While we are watching our enemies and what they are doing, we have to advise ourselves at the same time and be careful what we do and how we do them. So we're going to be rounding up the program with this. My brother Greg, give us your closing remark as we close the program. Let's hear from my brother Greg. Give us your closing remark as we close up the program. If you're there, my brother Greg, unmute yourself and give us your closing remark.
Yeah, Maze, thank you so much, and thank you for playing this very clip you played right now. You know, in our community, you know, people, they normally use 4 days before to bury people. So, and people were complaining. I was among the people who complained when my people reduced it to 1 day. So it happened that when my mom died, so I went home and yeah, just like normal this thing, every early morning, people will push out to go and fetch nkwelu from every communities every morning. So when they made that law, then 2014, my senior brother died, and then that time they made the law already for 1 day. So when I came home and I was imagining one day, they say yes, it's 1 day. They don't care everything that particular day. The following morning, before 7 o'clock in the evening. Yes, before 7 in the evening, that the canopy must be removed.
Yes.
So I came home for the burial, and after that particular day, everything, the whole rain, the whole sun, it was only for that particular day, 1 day, everything that 1 day. Before this thing, the people that will come to remove canopies and everything, they come, the remaining 1 day before 6 o'clock in the morning, they come and remove everything. And I felt so much relieved. So I compared it when my mother died, that those every morning we go out to fetch the fine wine, the stress, the people who are making food, had to start all those everybody running up and down, this. But when
running up and down, doing nothing, though, that causes expenses unnecessarily.
It's just even that expensive, but the stress.
Stress.
This person will call you, this person will call you, this person will call you, this person will call you. You will be. So after that 1 day, I say, my God, people who made this decision, I was totally wrong. And after that day, we slept. Before I wake up that day, it was around 7. I didn't even know when the last canopy, when the people came to take it. So everybody go home and rest. I say, my God, this is the kind of stress they remove from people. And I have another idea again. When in Nnewi, I think in Nnewi, when they said there will be no more celebration if somebody die. I have a priest friend. His brother died. Then he lived here. He said, I say, your people. He said, yes, that is it, but they will go and make food in another man's house. So that if people who will come for the burial, they will go there and attend to them. But then in that particular family, there will be no smoke. So I said, you pay 1 million naira. So he was contemplating if he should pay the 1 million naira and do the things the way he wanted, or if he should do it the other way. The people normally go and attend people to in another people's house. So if you have any visitor, you will direct him to go there, and they will. So he's saying, but he will not pay the 1 million, because if he paid the 1 million, he's a priest, so he cannot give. He's not giving any exemplary to the community. So, but his brother wants them to pay that 1 million, so he doesn't want it. So he stopped that one. But the brothers, they made arrangement where they will go and they could make food. If people come, they will go there and attend to those people. So they will not be doing the celebration here. They will be doing the celebration another people's house. So what I'm trying to say is this: anytime our people we learn, we grow from this kind of thing that this man said here. If I am a governor of any Biafra state, the first thing I will stop is spraying of money. When I want to marry, I tell them, if you want to give me any gift, it's not a must. If you have any envelope to come and spray money, everybody should forget it. They say, no. I tell them, I have a right to make my choice.
Yes.
Because this is the country I live in. Money, they are so rich. They have everything, but I never see them spray money. Nobody have died, and they only go and bury the papers and invite very few friends, and they go to the cafe and they drink coffee and this, and everybody go home. So why must we be wasting? Somebody will die, you will take 100 cows, 200 cows and bury that person. And there is poor people that doesn't have a home in that community. You just want to showcase your wealth when people are dying. So when corruption starts coming and kidnapping and all those things, you will be surprised. Why are they kidnapping people? That's why I'm against those people that killed some of our brothers and sisters because they stole telephone. I'm not encouraging any criminality, but it's a way to suffer somebody who commits a crime instead to bring him in that kind of capital judgment, even on the camera, that even the whole world will condemn us and condemn everything we do. So that is a very big lesson. And this kind of thing is something our people are supposed to start know about it. Now, there is something our people develop now that I love. There is one guy, his father is the guy is very rich. His father was a teacher. And the guy lived in Abuja, and his father died. He went, that particular day the man died, he went and buried him the same day. And yeah, he said anytime he's ready, he will do the burial. And that is another thing to encourage. I was so happy with the guy. So people should stop all the showcasing of riches when we are dying in the things that we're not supposed to die for. And the things that we're supposed to die for, they ignore those ones.
They ignore it.
They will not. Nobody will preach about it. Nobody will talk about it. So that is where our people should focus their way and change their life and support what is right. Support what will bring them future. Support what will bring them security. Support what will make them to be what a life supposed to be. That is the kind of preaching that is right. Thank you, and God bless you in your work.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Greg. I appreciate you for that wonderful message well delivered. Peaceman, give us your closing remark.
Brother Chus. Well, I heard about this man, what this man was saying. That man you showed us. He was saying that about burial. I want to tell you a story about one man. This man, Papa died. As in Papa died, so the day where they want to do the burial, now this man go buy beans, bag of beans, a lot of bag of beans. So now people come do the beans, they can't use that do my. As they come to take and do my finish, people come, they come for the burial. What people chop? Don't be my. Now my people chop. Now people come say, why this man go cook my? Can't give people. Why you no cook rice? Why you no? Now the man say, now what he get, now he go give. Now what he get, now he go give. So come they celebrate in Papa burial, make he kill cow or kill goat to kill this one. No, Say na fish and my na go do people where go come the barrier. I see now that is this thing, but you this I see this thing happened 1997. This thing happened 1997. I'm telling you. Now my even people they chop my they laugh. Oh, don't be joke. Everybody they laugh.
Now what did you get to give now? First one is make it good.
People chop my even myself, I couldn't even they think sir. She be for burial they cook rice, key goat, key cow. This one now my that person go chop. Even myself when they even the one that say na my they chop for burial. So this thing where this man talk, I see sense for there. Your mama die, go carry like Obi Kubana. People go to say maybe I did jealousy. I know they jealousy. That what you Obi Kubana like and I ain't want do. But for me, I know like that life. Person go there, go they spray money. It don't make sense now. For me, it don't make sense.
You are setting up the young ones. You are setting them up for
you. Could you imagine say those billionaires like Obi Kubana, chief priest? Do you know those lifestyle they are showing on social media? Do you know it's destroying the youth? It's destroying the youth because all these boys now start putting hand in Yahoo again. The Yahoo Nigerian government, the Nigerian terrorists want to stop because you cannot stop a Yahoo because you yourself as a leader, you are a Yahoo. Yeah, you can't stop. You can't stop the corruption in Nigeria. Person mama go die, they go carry coffee of 1 million, 2 million. What you won't use that coffee do? Don't be to bury your mama. Huh? Like if my mama die now, I need go buy cheap coffee, bury them because you know they used to go they spend money, go they buy billions of coffee. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Now the way my money reach, now me go buy, bury my mama. I know be to go they hire people, go they carry what do they call them? The most musician come they play, come they spray money, people go come they dance, they happy say because of burial, people, you know, people go come they happy. It don't make sense. Eh? If your mama die, your papa die, bury him. Just bury him like that. Like if I die and I go tell my children, say, if I die, make I no carry me go mortuary, carry me go bury. Because I don't want to go for fridge, which I won't go find for fridge. If I die, go. Now what me tell my son? Say, if I die today, tomorrow, bury me. I don't want make you carry me go to the column mortuary because it's of no use. It don't make sense. In olden days, nobody they carry person go mortuary. Olden days, no, they carry person go mortuary. If you person that they go just bury them, those olden days. Now where Christianity and all those things come alibo. Now people come they leave their body till the next day. But now they know they do them again. If they carry person from mortuary and bring them today, they go bury them that the same day where they bring them from mortuary. So this habit of spraying money and buying the best coffee to bury your mama, your papa, or your native, it don't make sense. For me, it don't make sense at all. So, and again, finally, Biafrans, please, we should come together and fight for our freedom. It's important because our enemies don't like us. Because if our enemies don't like us, we should live there. We shouldn't remain there. They don't like us. Those people that don't like us, we should leave them and go. This is the last battle. The last battle now to get our freedom. Biafrans, let us come together, support ourselves to make sure our freedom comes to pass. Thank you, Brachus, for giving me this time to speak.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We are just rounding up before our beloved sister Ijoma came in. So we have to give her time. My sister Ijoma, please just give us your submission with the conclusion at the same time, because we are almost rounding up before you came in.
Yes, my dear brother. Good morning, dear friends. I have been off and on following the program like that because of my program, you know that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for keeping it on, Biafrans, we must complete what we started. God, our Chukwukikobioma is not the God of abandoned projects. Those that want us to stop, they have foreseen their own future. They know what awaits them when we finish and we concluded, just as it has happened elsewhere in every other freedom cause. Our own is not different. There must be saboteurs. But when majority are not saboteurs, and when majority understands what they are going for, and when majority know that there is future on what they are pursuing and conclude it, then the sabo knows what awaits them. That is why sabos will never want to stop, because they don't want you to get there. They know there is a penalty to pay for being a saboteur. Saying that, let me start from my brother that spoke about Bean's burial. And my brother was laughing. And I want to ask my brother, are you now laughing that the Bean's burial is disapproved? Or are you laughing that the Bean's burial is not good? Because the way you are laughing, suppose your submission was you are supporting it, but the way you are laughing, your laugh disapproved it.
So
you
just
see?
a different thing.
Yes, it disapproved it because it doesn't show that you really aligned with that guy that did the right thing. Because the last thing I would do is to go and borrow money to bury somebody. I can never do it.
I was very young, but this thing happened in 1997. I was very young.
I know, my dear brother, but your laughter has disapproved everything you have said, because you are standing that the guy did the right thing. But the laughter, I'm telling you, the negative always have the highest wing. So the way you laughed, nobody will want to do that. You understand?
Because of people were complaining. People were
you are the one, you are giving this submission as a correction, my brother. You're supposed to laugh, but the way and the length of your laughter disapproved and supported the complaint of the people. Okay, no problem.
We understand your laughter, but in other way, that laughter suggests that thing it looks funny.
That the people were right on what they are complaining of. Yeah,
actually relevant. So that is what we are just saying about it. It's okay. Go ahead, my sister.
Coming to that, when my father was alive, we were even in primary school. My father always saw the future. He always speaks into the future. My father told us that he's not going to die if he has not finished training us. He doesn't want us to suffer on anybody's hand. He doesn't want his wife to take insults because he's gone. And he kept prophesying it. And he told us when he died, that nobody knows tomorrow, that he knows he will die when we are okay, that we shouldn't take him to the mortuary. And that was what brought a big eyebrow raise to all of us. And we called him and said, Daddy, what are you saying? You are praying for us to be big. You are praying for us to be personalities in the society. Are we going to be inside this house, all of us, with you to be that? And my father was looking at us. We said, yes, because what you are saying, if you die, nobody should take you to the mortuary. We should bury you the next day. It's not possible. You don't want your children to see you before we go. We will be far and near, and we have to come. My father now looked at us and said, you made sense. I never thought that way. But I don't also like the way people are doing the burials. And he said again, that one I have cancelled. You know what he told us? Whatever you didn't give me when I'm alive, do not do it when I died. Do not paint the house when I died. Do not build new houses. If you want to do it for me, do it now that I'm alive. I will leave it. The day I die, do simple burial. As you said, I have agreed. Take me to the mortuary. Don't overdo it. Gather yourself together. Give me a simple burial. I am asking for one thing. All of you should wear white, because I am not dying to go to darkness. He doesn't like people wearing dark, black. That's supposed you are giving the person going light. This was my father's story, and that was exactly what happened when he died. We are all far, some are in Delta, some are then the church has put it 2 weeks burial. Their Catholic church there. I was one, but now no. And my mom said it's 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, the church will not bury. That's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at giving my father, my beloved father, a befitting burial Also respecting what he has respected when he was alive. You understand? Make him happy and say goodbye bye. So by God's grace, we did it 2 weeks, even midweek, because I don't want people to crowd, because I know if I do it weekend, it will be something else. Because my father is not rich, but he's well known in the religion, and all of us, wherever we are, we have friends that want to come. You understand? We did it on a Wednesday. Even on that Wednesday, my dear, come and see crowd. On a Wednesday, just to avoid that crowd. And you know what? What we cooked, we didn't borrow anything. To God be the glory. The food, we cooked it within the family. We did our work. We share the food. Make sure that everybody ate. This one giving people contracts or giving people villagers to cook for you, and at the end you don't see what you cook. We didn't. We were so careful. In fact, that thing, they are still saying it till tomorrow in our village, because they have never seen such wisdom on a children, just grown children that are not even just new adults. But we cognated everything very well, to the glory of God, because our Father has guided us how we should be. Now, coming to one day burial, my dear people, we shouldn't be deceived though. We must not be deceived though. When we are making these corrections, we have to do our research and know how the Igbos do, or Biafrans do their burials. We never do one day burial, even in the olden days, because I asked this question to my father. We have a natural embalmment that can stay 4 days. Do you know? Inside your own house, naturally. Those are the highest then. They stay 4 days, and people can gather, and then the person will be buried, and the widow or the widower will mourn. Now, this one day burial is the people that is killing us that is bringing it to us. If not for anything, because they do it, I will never assign to that. Never. And another thing is, why burying somebody and you come back to start doing this ceremony? That doesn't make sense. Then when you come back, you have prepared now. You go and borrow money, or all what you are working for somebody that has already decayed. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. We have to start choosing what made sense in life and start showing our children what made sense in life. And that is the way forward. I thought that's our brother that spoke. You know, one thing we keep forgetting, because this thing started when we are growing. Many people, these very things we are talking about, flying money, it's never our culture. They made us to leave our land to go to where we are not supposed to be, to start looking for greener pastures. And on staying there, we saw how they do their things. And many of us lost our sense of where we are coming, especially the Ofen people. And we start borrowing from their nonsense. They are the people that is known for this Ifla Yego. After them, it's also the people that take their money from unclean wealth that do that. Because look at it, you made money in a very, very clean way. It will be hard for you to do that money anyhow, no matter how generous you are. If you don't know what to do with that money, you will use it to help others. Majority. You don't use it to show off. Any hard-working money, you don't use it to show off. It's good you can make yourself comfortable. Your children enjoy. You build your house. But to use it to show off by going to buy 1 million caskets, I tell you, no. But because people are doing it, even people that has made their clean wealth forgot where they are coming from, and they just want to belong to the society. And on that note, I will continue to advocate and thank you for bringing this up, because in the quest of our freedom, we have to start shaping our nation. These are the things we're supposed to start talking, so that when we finally are there, we have made a very long change. We have gone back to where we come from. We have cleaned many useless memories that we borrowed, thinking that that is the way to live. And that has never been our way. When people die, we cry. We don't dance. We don't bring guitars to sew uniform to be dancing in the street with a corpse. We don't do that. Where did that culture come from? We carry the picture of that person. That's the highest we can do, in a very sober mode, reflecting the life of that person. People that knows that person will be talking the good of that person. Also, if you are bad, that day you died, you will see people saying about it, talking about you boldly. You're not going to come out and say, where is that today? When you will know that somebody has killed, do all manner of useless things, and the person die, and you are coming to eat rice to celebrate that person and to honor that person. It's an abomination before God. It's an abomination before man. It's an abomination in our culture. And we must stop that. Because the only thing it brings to us is curses. The young ones will think that is the way to go. They will go try their best to borrow money or to do anything. You can see, I will see, sometimes I ask my sisters when I call them, I say, is this true? Somebody of 23 years is owing a building. A man of 50, 60 years cannot even build. 23, 16. I say, where is this money coming from? They're calling themselves landlord. I mean, this is unclean wealth. And you see them before you know it, before 40, they are gone. What is it all about? Who did you leave that wealth? Unfortunately, if wealth come in a wrong way, nobody enjoys that wealth because the people you leave it, the same way it comes, the same way it will go. We have to start teaching our people this. A wealth with foundation is a wealth that will give you peace. A wealth with foundation is a wealth that your family can inherit in peace. It's very important. This is how Igbos make their wealth. We are very rich people, very, very rich people. And we are proud of that, but we become rich out of our hard work. So all these things they are borrowing to show us, some even the religious, they will come from backyard to teach us other people's culture. We have to be wise, even if it's coming from the altar. We have to be wise and check, is this an alignment with the way of our living? If it is not, let us instantly reject it, no matter how fine or how good it may sound. Because this is the time to bring back who we are and not to borrow who we are not. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, everybody, for giving me your platform to speak. And thank you, Biafrans. We have seen what is going on. Adadi Orama finally has come out and they call our PM terrorists. So she has landed. There is nothing worse she can do than that. She was on a mission, our PM said, and she has finally come out on that mission. So what I promise them is, I know why I want my freedom. I'm never going to stop until I get that freedom. And I pray for the government that God will give them the wise decisions, favor them when they go their letters, lead them to the right people, make the people that has already been in their countries to open their hands and know that it's worth doing. Give Africans presidents, that majority of them are Western managers on the seat of power, the sense to see what is going on and to think inward and think when they are gone, what legacy are they going to leave? How can you have an opportunity to make a generation to laugh and you choose to become the demon that will depress them? And you think when you are going, you will go well. There is nothing like that. You can never go well. Even your ancestors will not accept you there. So let us start hammering on these things. Those that are chiefs, everything has been corrupted. The real people are not even, majority of them are no longer on the seat of our villages. They have taken them out and given them to political chiefs. Those they give certificates. Where did those things manufacture? Where is it coming from? Those are not our cultures. You get money, you go, you press, you buy, you talk, and you become positioned, and you want to start dishing order from the people that supported you, gave you that money, that we don't know their faces. They are not from our cultures. We have nothing in common with them. And by God's grace, very soon, we'll never have nothing in common with them. I tell you, the land of Biafra will punish that person and punish that person's generation. For every man or woman that brought us to this pain, whether you are gone or you are living, my prayer is that both you and your generation you live, that God will punish all of you, except those that have stand up in your generation to say that bad is bad and start to work for the good. If not, all of you will reap a painful reward, because many bloods, many innocent children that are supposed to live, many that are living and is useless, you people are assigned to it for your personal useless wealth, that when you are 60, you don't even know where it is. You don't even know how you are going to die, unfortunately. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much for giving me the time. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Biafrans, and we keep doing what we are doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you for that wonderful, wonderful comment that you just contributed. It's a very nice contribution. More especially on that video that I played, it was just the message, most important message in that video is that we should reduce our extravagant life. Those extravagant life that is putting pressure on the youths unnecessarily. Many things we are doing today, more especially in Igbos, those of us who are Igbos, some of the things we are doing today, on the make people are achieve for quarks just to meet up by all means. So that's why that man delivered that message. So even if certain things are our culture, any culture that is putting pressure on us, it is subject to be looked into and will be arranged. Any people who are involved in that should be able to look into it. Once the people agree that look at it critically. If we have good leaders, we have good chiefs, we have good when they see that their people are being the thing is becoming a very great burden on them, more especially this issue of burial. You see some people they use it against the poor masses to intimidate them. Some use it against the poor masses to frustrate them. So when you see a people begin to agree and say, we will do it one day instead of 2 days. If you can do everything, do it on one day and end it on one day. There is a reason for that. So if there is any culture we have that is frustrating us, we look at it and say, this thing is creating problem. It can be subject to amendment. We can subject to amendment, but that does not mean we will not respect our culture. We respect our cultures, make amends where we need to make amends. There are so many things that even our forefathers did when they were around that. Now we cannot probably do them. We cannot even practice them. We can't be able to do them because we have moved out from areas and gone far. Many places have developed and so many other things. So that changes is something that will always happen. But most importantly, the most important message is that anything that is putting pressure, more especially these money issues, because that is what is driving our youth crazy. The intimidation. We are in a culture whereby so onye nwere ego ka na respect ijiri ego ị na-ekwu gwasị ego asị dan ka onye nkwa nka. Even when you are making sense, they prefer to take that one that nonsense that the man who is giving money is saying. They prefer to respect that. But go on onye ogbenye ji ego ikwu asị general. Even in meeting self, they won't even call you. They won't even invite you in the meeting, even though they know that when it comes to wisdom, this man is a wise man. But because you don't have money, that is a very, very bad thing. It's a very, very bad thing. So whatever we see that is adding pressure on us, we should take it away. Sometimes it's not even the young ones not by the side in the it's an intimidation. Onye ọ na-achọ your neighbor gị na-ebi na ya nne ya nwụrụ wure 10 cow nie nke gị amụzie ị na-achọzi na ihe achọzi ka ihe esi eme ife eme enwebi ya gada ka irebe naze niile ana na ibi ego. That pressure will be there, and if you don't do it, ma ndị ya akọghị ọnụ ma ndị ya etinye ọnụ na ya ma ndị ya afụzie na gụọ ozi akara oweri na maazị ife a na-eme, all those kind of it put pressure on people. So if there is anyone that we identify and the community come together and agree together to amend it, let it be amended so that this pressure will be lifted. Because this pressure is one of the things that is destroying us today. It is one of the things they see us as people who love money. Anything, even when we are doing the right thing, people don't even recognize, they always focus on that money. People go extra miles to make sure they meet up to that standard. If there's any way we can reduce those pressure, if there's an opportunity, we must have to start to plan to do it. My brother Ocean, you are welcome. We are rounding up, so don't take much time, my brother Ocean. You came late. If you are free, I know you might be in your work now. I hope you have time. Just take brief time and give us your submission before we close the curtain.
All right. Thank you, Mazi, Chuk Survival. Thank you so much for this wonderful program this morning. I joined very, very late, like as you said, on the closing time already, 3 hours plus. It's not easy. Thank you, Wada, Ijoma, and our other brother that is there. Thank you, those on the comment sections, and I greet Biafrans according by your time zone. You see, from what I saw, the write-up here that says Biafra vs. Finland Injustce, Betrayals and Finland's role in stopping Freedon. Wow. That is a very nice one. You see, Mazi Simon Ekpa always said those who betrayed and those who betrayed, is it an afterthought or what? I forgot how I used to say it.
Afterthought betrayal.
Afterthought betrayal, yeah. You see, they're in two different categories or three different categories. Even those who knew that these people are betrayers, but supporting them on their betrayal because of them feeling bad for one person or the other, just on a personal issue, you use it to condemn what you know that you're not all to condemn, or you use it to say something for you to just make somebody feel pain. You're destroying the new nation. Those are another level of saboteurs as well. But before I come into that, because of time, Mazi true survivor, Biafrans, we have one of the best culture in the world. I don't say this because I'm a Biafran or Igbo Biafran, but I'm saying it because it is proven. Look, what is the essence of mourning when somebody dies? Is it not to grieve? Mourning, is it not grieve? Master survivor, is it
It's
not
grieving.
grieve?
You mourn the dead. You mourn the dead. You don't celebrate it. You mourn the dead.
Beautiful. So if you're grieving, if you're crying, if you're pained, what is the essence of doing merriment on your pain? I say this because when I was born, those days, some of us that used to be in the village, you know, when somebody died in the village, I want to use this phrase, Uzumuru Ubudajuroyi. In the market square, that is the market day, for example, and all of a sudden news break that somebody died, you will see that market deserted immediately. When I'm talking about market, I'm telling you about big markets. People will pack their things and go. Those who are going to market will return, no matter what you're going to sell, even if it's perishable or not. No, and you see people moving, with singing, moving. All of a sudden, when the news break that somebody died, you see everybody, women with mothers, they will turn crying, coming home. Then, in those days, they don't even put canopy. What they put is they bring this igu, you know that thing that goats eat. You call it igu in my place. Igu nkuna you gotta go that is what they used to do, the kind of canopy.
You are right. You are right, my brother. You are right.
The palm front, yes, palm front.
Yes, the palm front. Yeah, yes. Even those who have the privilege, in those days where canopy is not common, even those who have the privilege to have that canopy, where they set that canopy, they will still bring those palm trees, put it, because it is our culture. The elders will sit there, people will come, pay their condolences. Those days when you see burial, man, as a child, you will be afraid all through, maybe through that month, through that weeks, because of the feelings, the atmosphere, the way it is. Everybody will see it on everybody.
Correct, my brother. Very right.
Now, fast forward it to today. It is quite painful what is going on. The one that pains mostly is you see somebody who did not eat when he was alive. Somebody who could not move, well, at least enjoy things. But when he died, see how people sell properties, sell lands. I'm talking, if you look at Igbo culture, we don't sell land. We don't sell land. There's this word we say, obana. Adi ego and ego with ego. But now let me just leave that. It's a different talk on its own. Somebody will sell land for money. Then when you sell it, what do you do? To use it to go and do burial ceremony. They call it burial ceremony. Now you will see somebody who have not eaten chicken, goat, who they have not killed goat in his compound, just on a normal. This is call you understand? Then they will sell the land, go and buy a cow, go and hire akpams, that this man never know what is akpam, or that lady never know what is akpam. Then they will the one that they did not have a house, they will rally up, build house, or end the house, or renovate the house, just to fool themselves, so that people will come, do some, deceive yourselves, so that when people come, they will believe that this man lived well. Now they will spend all that money, even Ashebi, share clothes. After doing that, the ceremony is finished. The family go back to what they used to be, and the property that they sold is gone, because you can't go back to own it again. That is very bad of it. That is very sad of it. Just like one of us said here, we are not known for that. That is another person's culture. Those who are in this up south that sell property to do ombe. Our children emulate it today, which is very, very bad. And in this our new nation, I think it will be better. We must have to go to the old way. Mourn the death. Even in the Bible, it is to mourn the death. No matter how aged that person is, the person, yes, but you still mourn, because it's not easy committing somebody to Mother Earth.
Exactly. It's to mourn the dead.
So when you mourn them finish, you go your way. Everybody goes his or her way. You don't need to, like in this day, do you know that where they're trying to dig grave? These days I'm talking to you, people are negotiating the drink. You will give them. If you don't bring it to nobody's, you will dig it by yourself.
Everything is monetized. Everything is monetized.
Somebody is digging grave and is drinking, happy. You see some begin to get tipsy immediately. The corpse is not buried though. That is very bad of it. So we have to go back to the old way. When it is mourn, it is mourn. You don't come to throw money up and down and this, because this is why some of our youth now, some of us now, we don't think, proper way that our fathers think, the way they do their things, that make some of them get their wealth genuinely and they last. Somebody will go and do, if you remember, one of the guy that was caught sometime, very notorious criminal, he went to steal from people, he killed them. And when he was caught in Abia State, he said, because he want to use that money to go and bury his father. A good reason. So those things of throwing money up and down, doing a shebe on death, should completely be abolished, no matter how rich you are. If you want to buy coffee, bury your dead ones, buy the coffee, bury them. Not to bring in, like some of us bring 100 cows, how many hundreds of cows, show it on televisions. People are looking at it, wow. After that, what do you think you're putting on the head of other ones? They begins to, especially in Igbo land, they begins to feel on how to catch up, because nobody wants to carry last. And by so doing, we get into many, many wrong ways that even some of them end up in not getting the money and lose their life as well, and put their family on danger. That one is apart. Now I come back because Choose Survivor, you're closing. Sorry for the little time. My sister said that Adadi Orama have done her worst. Mary K have done her worst. Lasuba, the Sudanese Arabic-speaking woman in France, have done the worst. And I totally agree with you millions times that she have done the worst. Even before the last video I came across last night, very late, when I finished, Mazikai had a program last night, a live program, and I watched it all through. Immediately I wanted to drop Just on the screen, I saw something. I click on it, and it was somebody who called. That is where I saw it. Somebody called. They was talking about Mazi Simon Ekpa, and this woman is saying, "Yes, now, yes, now, yes, now." Please, if you have time, maybe Mazi Humble Lion may have that program, or whoever I have it among the USB media people. Watch it from them, please, and understand what I'm saying. Automatically, I will not say some certain things because the devils have ear. Some people have openly done the worst of all worst. One of our leaders is going to court very soon. God, to you be the glory, because that case will favor him in all round. No matter the conspiracies, that case will favor him. The freedom have begun, and there's no going back. What that woman said, how that woman is concurring, is agreeing, and that caller that called him is a very dangerous person. I think that is one of the DOSs that are moving faster like Wi-Fi now, going to all programs that that is discussing ill about Biafra, genuine Biafra. He was putting words, and the woman, instead of her to say no, but this is my leader, no, you can't say this about my leader, she was concurring. Eagerly waiting to mention immediately anytime our DPM name is mentioned, she will almost, if you look at her very well, if not for anything, she would have jumped up and clap hand. This kind of thing that women do when they are talking, or when they are fighting in between them. That's what she would have been doing.
She even rephrased some phrases from that man with the same name. She rephrased some phrases. Go and watch it.
You saw the video already? Okay, good. From this one I say is the one that I see. I didn't go back to watch it on
she
this
has done her worst.
Yes, so she have done her worst. And again, those people that we threw her way, Magic Survivor, after the 1st September shenanigan in Finland, I said something that on a channel like this, I say that expect the unthinkable. Expect many things that you never expected, because some people, if you read people, some people's, no matter how we pretend, if you read some people's body language and their movement, know it that they are just talking. Let that judgment comes. Let that day comes and pass. If it goes the other way that is not expected, see them, and they are coming out. They will still come. Many will still come. So it's just to let Biafrans know, you prepare your mind ahead of this, so that anytime it comes, you welcome it like as a birthday gift, so that it will not break our heart again. Many are in our midst, pretending that they are this, they are that. So these people that betrayed, these people that are even rejoicing to our face today, I want to tell you again, it is not the moment of glory, not a glorious moment for you. This is just a first step. And I want to tell Biafrans that judgment you see in Finland, that shenanigan you see in Finland, as God liveth, it shall be undone.
See.
God, not only God will use men and women in Finland. God will use people in Finland to unturn it.
You see, I believe that, but they are not happy also. Some of them are not happy.
And as they unturn it, they will pay damages to the innocent man. Mark it. It will happen. It will happen. Why people are bad, we know how they are when it comes to Africa or African cases. But I will tell you that there are some of them that are still good. There are some of them that are still in stand even to their death for judgment,
Correct,
for justice.
correct. That's correct. Which is everywhere
If,
like that. That is correct.
good. If a man who didn't know that I will be born, or who is not a black person that are not been to Africa, will pour petrol on himself and burn himself because of the case of Biafra. If you remember the history, the one that
And
born, I
don't
think,
forget that
in
one
front of
died in
me.
the parliament recently, which nobody knew why that one died. He suicided himself. Right in the he has house. He left his house and come and died. They are yet to tell us what caused, because my spirit is telling me something. But no
Yeah,
problem. It's
exactly.
only by the time we hear all
I
stories.
align with you. The spirit is the same. I feel that. I'm talking about the man who born himself, I think, in 1960 something,
Yeah,
in the
67,
UN or
when
so.
the war.
67
Yeah.
years during the war. If such a
Yeah.
person can stand and do it, there are still good people that God will use.
Exactly.
And when he used them, he's gonna shut the mouth of these enemies who have done many damages, laughing at the religion nafa. Do you understand what I mean by religion nafa? They are laughing at this thing that will buy them, all of them. They're thinking that they're doing some neither they are doing the USB government. No. And let me use this opportunity again to call on those who are in the bushes. What you see today that plays out against us, I will use the word against us. Us means every Biafran, no matter where you believe in DOS, DOSs, you believe in the fall back, fall dead, fall this, fall that, fall deep, and what. Or if you believe in Briggy, or if you are in the truth, USB, United States of Biafra government. Look, let me tell you, so far as you're Biafra, you see that thing that you're portraying today, there is no exception. It didn't take you out that when he comes, it will rain on everybody. And if we have our freedom, it's total freedom for everybody. So choose wisely
forever.
where you will be. Choose wisely where you're supposed to stand. I want to tell us, because this is not the time we begin to fear. We begin to look faces like I see. I think maybe some of our brothers have been threatened. That's why you see some of them that we respect so much, love so much, begins to talk the way that one pains my heart, because one person, I look at him to be very gentle, very calm. I'm not talking about education, but I think this person have wisdom. When you look at the things he do, and he stood when it is most needed. But today, when I listen to him, I've wrote him messages on his listen, please, to reshape things by himself or go silent.
My brother.
Thank you. So, let me just say this to those that are in the bushes. The result we got today concerning our leader, we contributed to it in many ways, because Mas Simon Appa always says that our activities today is going to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our activities today will make the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu useless in the hand of the zoo terrorist that is holding him. Today, what you did contributed to what happens in Finland. And those who come out to talk, those who are in the bushes, please, I'm just trying to pass this little message. This is my own understanding, this is my own thinking. The way you talk sometime, you that comes to give update, you know yourself. The way you talk sometime concerning, try to analyze it way before you talk. Try to know things, shape things the way it will be, because we are fighting for our freedom. We must have to get freedom. And Biafra have been declared. We stand on it. Thank you, Master Survivor, for this opportunity. Thank you, Biafrans who have listened and those who were listening. Thank you, those who have contributed and those who are on comment sections. Continue to share, continue to like the program so that it will go viral. Thank you. May God bless us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for your contribution. The guy you were talking about is Bruce Merrock, the guy that took his own life for issue of Biafra. It's
Yes.
a white person give his own life for us, how much more those of us. That is why I find it difficult to understand why a Biafran should rejoice at the predicament of another Biafran. And for a Biafran to begin to open his or her mouth and call a fellow Biafran a terrorist, that is the highest. That is the highest of it all. It cannot get worse than that. No matter what your
To
brother
survivor, it is
done,
too heavy. It is too heavy to
nobody
pronounce
can
that word.
say that you
Too
cannot
heavy.
call your brother or your sister on that very title. You don't have to. No matter what happened, no matter what is strategy, because immediately you open your mouth to say that you are referring to yourself. That is one thing that is, I don't know how people reason it.
They don't know. They don't know. They have no
Immediately you say
articulation.
that word, you are just referring to yourself. You are just telling the world, this is who I am. That is what it means. A simple meaning that this is something that even a layman who doesn't know his left and right knows.
Mazi, choose, please. Just this 1 minute. Just this 1 minute.
What is it called? When I watched the program of where this guy was talking his rubbish, in what he was saying, that was the only sense he made in that very thing. In that video I saw where Iken Guruago was talking rubbish about Mazen Nandekano. The only sense he made there was that you cannot be speaking against Mazen Nandekano or supporting Mazen Nandekano and you are speaking against Mazen Simon Ekpa.
Did you know that somebody
like that can make that sense? If a devil like that could have that sense, how much more somebody who is genuine?
Then look at the response. Look at the response that the person said. Maz choose.
How much more
oh God. Look at response. Somebody said that he was with Mazen Nandekano yesterday, but he have repented. So he's trying to exonerate himself from the program you're talking. I'm telling you, that boy in South Africa.
My brother, let's not go there. Let's not go. Let's just end it here.
It is heartbroken. It is heartbroken.
I talked about it when I was in the earlier stage of the program. We discussed it, and I couldn't play the program because that program doesn't worth playing by anybody that knows what he or she is doing. You don't have to play it. That is absolute utter nonsense. That is absolute nonsense. You don't have to play that kind of people. These are the kind we are seeing many of them, those kind of people, even in this era. So I see no reason why somebody who claims to be talking about Biafra will come and you are tagging that Biafra a different thing. You are tagging it a name, and you think your own case will be different. Master Samuel Komar example, when they were castigating and talking about him, and when BBC came to report, BBC brought the picture of everybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry. They included everybody. They didn't say, oh, this is the person that was doing it. Oh, this is the person. They will bring every of us, all our picture, combine it and stamp it. And I don't know why it is difficult for people to learn. Well, may Chukwu Okike guide and protect all of us. I thank everybody that have been with us on this program. We are going to continue later in the evening. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to come back later in the evening and continue. Tomorrow, we are going to be here at same times. As the time changes, we continue to change with time. So thank you so much for being with the platform. I appreciate every speaker on the platform, my beloved sister Ijoma, my brother Ocean, and Peaceman. I thank you all for being part of the program. All the Biafrans who are there watching, mainly people in Biafra land, in the homeland. I appreciate every one of you. My salute goes to everyone in Biafra land because you are the hero. You are the hero. Some of us who are living abroad, maybe if we are in Nigeria, we might not be able, if you are in Biafra land, we might not be able to do what we are doing today. Some of us might not even be able, some of us might even be carried away by P2B. So, for you to be in Biafra land at this point in time and you are standing strong, I remove my cap for you. Thank you so much. And may Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect every one of you. No accidental discharge will touch you. I pray for all our leaders, for God guidance, protection, and provisions, and divine wisdom. Most especially, as our Prime Minister, Mazi Samareka, has already made a move. He has already made a move for the appeal. There is no doubt from day one, and I don't have any doubt that these things will be thrown into the dustbin where it belongs. It will be thrown into the dustbin. So we are waiting to see what is going to happen. Whatever happens by October, also, Mazinandekano, we know that when Chukwu Kabema said yes, nobody can say no. That is certain. So, by God's grace, things are going to turn out for our own good. For all things worketh for good to them who believe in Chukwu Kabema. I appreciate everyone that participated on this program today. And I say, may Chukwu Kabema guide and protect all of us, secure us. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. Whatever the enemy plan against us will not stand. Thank you so much for listening. See you again later in the day. Stay blessed.